This lovely episode with Josh Potter and the Fighter and the Kids is a fun one, y'all. And guess what? This Saturday, this squad is in Boise, Idaho. 20 tickets left. One night, one show only in a theater right outside Boise. December 5th, this Saturday. It's going to be cold. Let's snuggle up. Let's share some cocoa and have some laughs. And then bring in the new year, 2021, because we can forget about 2020, for God's sakes. West Palm Beach Improv, December 31st through January 2nd. Me and the team will be there, bringing the new year the right way with us. But Boise, we'll see you this Saturday. Tickets at tfatk.com for all that. Thick boy, thick girls, new merch just dropped. Tie-dye, short sleeve hoodies, women's leggings, women's shorts. We got it all at thickboy.com. The melon and berry dye, the thick girl gear, thick boy hats. You see me rocking all the time. Get it at thickboy.com right now. This episode with Josh Potter is brought to you by the best supplements on the goddamn earth. I keep telling you guys about it. Join the movement right now. Go to onnit.com/fighter. 10% off anything Alpha Brain, digestive health, total gut health, earth-grown nutrients. We got protein powder. We got keto stuff, creatine. We got workout gear. We got fitness, streaming fitness. You can do it from your living room. There's no reason to be thick anymore. You get kettlebells. We got sandbags. We got steel maces. We got yoga mats. We got jiu-jitsu gear. We got it all. T-shirts for men, women, kids, everything you need. Onnit.com, performance-wise. Onnit.com/fighter. 10% off the goddamn site. Onnit.com/fighter.
I seen pictures of her.
What is she? Will you pull her up, Chin?
Larissa Pippen. Larissa Pippen.
You're in AP science right now, dog.
Yeah.
About to
I'm
get
in AP science. You're not ready for it.
You're not ready.
Not ready for it.
He cheated his whole way.
I didn't cheat my whole way here.
We got to fill Chappelle in.
Yeah, I got to know who this person is.
Have you seen Scottie Pippen's old lady before?
No.
She.
Well, there you go.
She goes to the same doctor as the Kardashians, so they all look very similar.
Oh my God.
She is a.
They're all friends,
she's
or they were
46.
friends until
She's
she came out with
46?
Tristan.
Yeah.
So that's
Who's
Malik.
she walking around with?
Malik Beasley. So look, that's the guy who was married and went out with.
And he's married?
Yes.
They're at the mall, all
At the
wiped up.
mall?
You get caught.
He's like, I got a mask on. I'm good. But he's 6'9", like you said. Or
like,
whatever.
like, sir, you're 7 foot.
Yeah.
you could-
But 2 weeks ago, he tweeted her. He was like, "Yo, listen, I would love to take you out on a date and treat you like a queen." Why he had a whole wife at home?
here's-
No, we didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, we
and
didn't.
here's what's crazy is, Larissa Pippen was friends with Kardashians.
Yeah.
Then they kicked her out of the Kardashian clan because she said that she dated Tristan Thompson before
What?
Khloe.
Wait, she excommunicado now?
Oh, she's out.
Damn.
They don't fuck with Eskimo sisters
Yo,
up in the
so-
Kardashians.
They don't.
Wow.
It's only
Wait, let's
okay when they do
introduce
it.
our guest.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the? It's our boy Josh Potter.
Josh
Potter in the building.
What's up? I didn't know we were going. It's all good.
Yeah.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers,
for
thank
drink-
you.
No one
Yeah,
ever
thanks
drinks
for
with me.
having me.
It's always
Yeah.
by myself.
Yeah, you
Well,
should
hold
be
on.
by yourself.
Yeah.
Good to see you, brother. Love the Buffalo Bills hat. I know
Thank
you're from
you.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love the Bills all the way, baby. It's COVID year, but we're taking it. I don't give a shit.
Taking it?
It's, it's cool. Like, there's a little bit of an asterisk, like with the Lakers championship. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Whoa,
you
now.
guys did it, but also it was pickup basketball.
Oh, hold on.
right.
We did it. Yeah, I'm a big LeBron James. Shout out, baby. We did 2 years, 2 more years, $85 million. He's gonna
Pause.
retire as a Laker.
Call him baby.
But the Bills first place, right?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
the AFC
really?
East. In the
Okay.
AFC East. Not we're 8-3, 9-3 now. And I think we're, the Steelers obviously are undefeated still. We'll find out today, Wednesday night football or whatever, if they'll win. But yeah, the Bills are in first place in the AFC East for the first time since I was like 7.
Because I'm trying to,
Yeah.
for reals. They're finally good. But Josh Allen, kind of the real deal. I'm
Hell
a
yeah.
fan of him.
Big fan.
And then who else you got? You got the Dolphins. are
Stephon
pretty
Diggs.
good.
Stephon Diggs came
Stephon
this
Diggs came
Oh, he's a
aboard.
beast. Yeah.
He's
Love Stephon Diggs.
best receiver in the league right now, hands down.
What? Tyreek Hill? He said, "Hold my beer."
He did do that after the fact. You're right, but he was leading up until that game. in
Also,
receiving
homeboy
yards,
for
yeah.
Minnesota, the white boy for Minnesota.
Thielen?
Yeah, he's a beast.
Is he got a lot of yards?
Just touchdowns.
Because he's got Kirk Cousins. Is like, I don't know what they're doing with that.
No, I don't know what.
What
they're
about
doing.
Metcalf from
fucking
Seattle Seahawks?
Yeah,
Metcalf.
JT
Yeah, he had a
Metcalf,
big game the
right?
other night.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
He's a beast.
DK Metcalf. Yeah, he's a fucking physical monster.
So you were born and raised in Buffalo.
Yeah, big. I just moved here to LA 3 years ago.
Oh, shit.
So for
Yeah.
those of you that don't know Josh's story, correct me if I'm wrong on any of
Sure,
this. You're a comic, right? And Tom came. Was it Helam in Buffalo?
Yeah,
And so obviously Tom's the headliner, does Helium. Great club, by the way, one of my favorite clubs.
Yeah, back in 2013 this was.
Tom comes there. He need you did a spot, right?
Yeah, I was just like I was passed by Helium as like a middle. It was actually my first like middle weekend for Helium.
So he opens for Tom.
So it was just, and Tom was like, I didn't know who he was, to be quite honest with you. Like it was a time before Netflix specials and all that.
It was before Tom was really big.
Yeah. So it was, there was still like, kind of maybe paper in it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, so I didn't know, you have a weekend with a guy and you hit it off, but I've hit it off bigger with people. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, where you go, you're like, let's get lunch, let's get this. Like, we didn't hang out. We just kind of like were pleasant.
Yeah.
And then like, lo and behold, he DMs me like a couple days later and is like, "Do you want to come to Orlando and open for me?" And then it just like the ball started.
So you must have done well.
Yeah, I guess I just did well. Yeah, that was
You must
really
have done well and then Tom actually go to Orlando with him, and then he was basically like, "Hey, just for with 2017, just be my opener." For
Yeah,
2017.
he was like, "If you move to LA, you can have the whole tour." So I was like, "What am I gonna say no to that shit?"
Yeah,
Like,
What are you gonna stay in
No.
Buffalo?
yeah, exactly.
Dude, there was a guy in. We'll go back to your story, but there was a guy in. Last time I did Buffalo.
It was Rick Matthews. He's a good buddy of mine.
What's his name?
He opened for you, Rick Matthews.
Monster.
Yeah, he's great.
Monster.
He's a guy. He's like
a correctional officer.
He's the
right?
only. Yeah, he's the only guy that I like started with that sticks around.
Dude,
that's like stuck
damn.
around and still doing.
Dude, I'm saying fuck, and I was just headlining, and Buffalo's one of my first places that booked me as a headliner, and he did 20. He set that fucking place on
Yeah.
fire, and then me and him hit it off. Haven't talked to him since. Me and him,
There's a to your point that never happens.
he was great. He was so cool. He reminds me of my Uncle Charlie. He was so fucking friendly, so funny. But he works at a prison.
Yeah, he's a corrections officer.
He was like his neck was real stiff, and I thought he was doing a bit, but he's like, dude, like we were on the fucking yard or whatever in the prison, and there's a bat. And he's like, and I was trying to hit this bat, and I fell and hit my head. So he had like this huge lump on his head. And I thought he was doing a bit, and I thought he meant like a baseball bat. He's like, nah, bitch, like a bat.
Yeah, I thought he meant a baseball
Yeah,
bat.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Fuck.
He was such a good dude, though.
Yeah, he's great. He's one of my good buddies from back home in the comedy scene.
He's
out there.
so funny, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then he told us like all the places to get buffalo wings,
Hell yeah.
He was like, this is the original place, but that's not the best. The
Anchor
best place is
Bar,
over
Anchor
here.
Bar blows. Duff's is better.
Duff's.
Gabriel's Gates is better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the whole rundown. You ever out there?
Yeah, right.
Let me know.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
I would love to go back. I remember it was a beast because
Sean says what's up, by the way. Sean from Helium.
oh,
You
dope,
wanted me
man.
to say what's up to you.
Yeah, hell yeah. Tell him so what's up. He's gonna hear this. But yeah. Isn't that always weird? Like make sure he heard this. But yeah, I remember in Buffalo when I was there because I took a plane. I did Syracuse on a Wednesday and then took a train down or up. Is it up?
No, Syracuse would be down to Buffalo. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I went down to Buffalo, but there's a blizzard.
Oh,
and so I'm texting my agent because it's one of my first headline gigs. I'm like, dude, there's a blizzard. I think I should just fly home. Nobody's gonna come. This is a nightmare. And he's like, dude, you're in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that's when we talked to the manager of the club. He's like, oh. No, dude, don't worry. People came on fucking snowmobiles.
Stop it.
I swear to God, that bitch was packed.
Yeah, dude. We don't give a shit about the snow, man.
And Buffalo is dope.
Yeah.
And for obviously I did a short stint with the Buffalo Bills at a cappuccino with the Buffalo Bills, and they're like, we're all set on slow white guys. But
How long did you spend there when you were there for camp and stuff?
like 3 weeks.
And you just lived out in Orchard Park or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Orchard
Get it,
Park.
brother.
I guess I'll pound on that.
But you didn't get to like experience the city and
forced.
shit?
No, not really.
Yeah.
No, and then I always had like, because they were like, no, you're not good enough. Get out of here. So I was like, man, fuck Buffalo.
Right.
And then when I went, I was like, I guess I'll do Buffalo. So I had like this weird feeling about going there. And then it was just me and my brother on the road. And we went to, just everyone was so cool. Like your boy opened up for me. He was great. The manager was cool. Like it was such a good time, man.
Yeah, it's a great club. And I really like the city too. I mean, I liked living. I was doing radio there. I was living there.
That's your background, right? Radio.
Yeah, I started in radio.
How did that come about?
I wanted to do comedy, but I didn't know like stand up was a thing, and I was just doing bits and shit like on the radio. Kind of like podcasts or whatever, I guess. But there was no podcast. I was 16 and I got into radio. It was really weird. Like I got hired by a morning show when I was in high school to do stunts and shit, like jackass shit,
Get it.
Yeah. So like I got like my first thing on the air, I got like shot with a taser and like
Jesus Christ.
yeah, stuff like that. Like when I was like
Shot
16.
with a taser?
Yeah,
like on purpose?
like by a police officer, yeah.
And you like willingly said,
Yeah, I signed a paper.
Whatever it takes.
I just did that to get on the air.
Yeah.
Because they weren't going to do that.
What
shit.
he said, whatever it
Whatever it
takes.
takes for reals. I mean,
It was,
especially when you're that
yeah.
age. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
So-
start in radio. Tom comes along, takes you under his wing. You move out to LA.
Yep.
Then I'll see Tom.
That was
as this-
about 15 years passed between these two things. By
For
the
sure.
way.
Oh, got it, got it.
Between 2003 and 2007, I
100%.
started comedy in like 08, 09, like when I was 22 or something
Yeah.
like that.
So then you move out to LA, and then I'll see Tom's career explodes. He's
Right.
one of the nicest, funniest guys in the game, so he
Hell
deserves
yeah.
it all. But the thing about Tom, I assume people know this, is obviously Tom's super funny, but there's a few guys in this game who are funny and also have a business mind. Like Tom's quietly, I mean, you can say what you want, creating basically a network.
Yeah.
You know, like he's quietly building his
Yeah.
own network, has great merch, he has all these kind of runoff shows as well as car shows, Your Mom's House.
Yep.
He does, all those other shows. Now you have your own podcast on.
Yeah, I'm really thankful that he let me do a show on there. You know what I mean? Because it's not like he's letting anyone come in there and do a show. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So, I mean, between, like you said, he's got the merch, the way he's conducted his podcast in the last decade. It's insane to watch something like that grow. And I'm only hoping to learn like even like a fraction of it. You know what I'm saying? Like just so I can, like I'm taking what I learned from radio or whatever and using it to do a podcast. But I'm hoping like that some of that shit rubs off on me too, because I'm kind of a loser.
If you don't learn anything, what
yeah,
am
I
doing,
got to
man?
learn. Yeah, I got to.
No, Tom's setting the game plan, man. He's
Hell yeah.
He's a monster.
So
He's
you've
got
been
the
here,
playbook.
what, 3 years then?
3 years this past September.
Not
yeah.
long. I thought
Not
you were here a
long,
lot longer.
No, I moved here and did the No Teeth, No Entry tour with him. And there was no promises beyond that. It was the end of, it ended like New Year's Day, 2019 came, or 2018, excuse me. And it was like, all right, we'll see you around kind of thing, And I was like, all right. And then I got a job like downtown in an office and shit. And kept doing shows and stuff, trying to get my name out there around here. And then he started the studio and he was like, I need some help like getting this underway. Would you work there? And I was like, fuck yeah, I don't want to work in this fucking office.
Yeah.
So I just, I would show up there and just like accept packages like the first couple days it was open, like unlock the door for the people building the shit and all that kind of crap and help out Nadav, however he needs help, the guy who runs the place. And yeah, I mean now I got a show on.
And you couldn't
so.
work for a nicer guy.
No, I would
Tom
I would
has been
fucking
so
die
cool.
for that, dude. Sincerely, like
Yeah.
I would take a fucking bullet right now.
Yeah.
Like, what kind
I
of
would- I
bullet?
would take a knife.
All the
Probably
bullets,
not a
man.
bullet, but I'd take a knife for Tom.
So a knife seems more painful. A bullet might be just.
.26.
Yeah, I just don't want to die. But Tom,
Die from a knife.
maybe.
I would
Pretty
die.
thick.
I would sincerely die for both of them, for both Tom and Christina. They've
Yeah, I
done
love
so
them.
much.
They've
for me,
been so just so supportive of me. Tom is the type of guy, just so you guys know. I feel like there's some mystery to Tom, but Tom's the type of dude where like obviously I was going through all my stuff with all the drama with Cal and I didn't know what to do the show, and Tom would call and give me advice.
Yeah.
I wasn't asked. I didn't ask him. I didn't text him. Nothing.
Yeah,
Just call like, hey, can I give you some unsolicited advice? I'm like, I'd love to hear it, man. And then he drops just fucking gems on you.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that makes sense.
because he doesn't do that shit at all very often.
No,
And
so
when
if he's
it's
calling, it means a lot.
It's
Yeah.
big. Yeah, it's huge.
And then me and Tom obviously have our love of cars.
Yeah, I wish I shared that with you fellas. I don't drive anymore, so
Well,
you don't?
because of my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
and what exactly is up with your eyes?
I have macular degeneration, and I'm blind in my right eye altogether. I feel like I'm giving Malik the cold shoulder here, but I can't even see you over here on this side. So like when you talk, I'm like, oh fuck, sorry.
You were born with that?
No, I was born with the disease, but over time, I became so nearsighted from it, and my retinas would tear or whatever. So I've had retinal tears in both eyes, and I've had multiple surgeries in both eyes. And in 2006, I lost this guy. So because it was
so
just
you
like
have-
too many.
Just one eye.
And there's
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
you can do?
There's
Even
no,
with
I mean,
modern
I've got the
technology?
eye in my face still. So like, say they come up with some stem cell shit or whatever, and
Yeah.
they can like make new tissue for your retina or whatever.
Yeah.
I can fuck with that, but like, otherwise, right now I'm just kind of chilling with it. you
Yeah.
know?
I'm so
but
sure.
you've
No,
had,
don't be sorry.
you've had to, yeah, no, right? Shut
yeah,
up.
Well, shit, all right,
Do you have an iPhone?
I do. I've used my iPhone to find my glasses because you could hold the iPhone up to your face.
Yeah.
Like you have glasses, so like do you see 20/20? Are they just for reading, or are they for like chill? Like
No,
for
I
looks,
had
or-
LASIK, and then my vision's starting to get like lights, and like things were getting like.
Oh,
a
you
little
got the like
blurry.
stigmatism or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
Well, for me, I'm nearsighted, so like if I take my glasses off, I can't see like here.
Yeah.
So if I lose my glasses, like in my bathroom or something,
Yeah.
I put my iPhone like up to my fucking eye, and then I can zoom and shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's hard.
Wait, is that a thing?
Wait, what
that's
app is that? I need to see.
What do you mean?
Just
It's
your
not an
camera.
app.
Because then I could see, like, I put it close enough where I could see the iPhone, and then I could zoom with the iPhone and see far away. you know?
That is fucking.
Yes.
It bothers me you have to describe that to him. That's my issue today.
I know. I'm all excited. I'm like, let him finish.
That's my issue
Let him
today.
finish.
I want them to put iPhones cameras in my face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
That's fucking
Josh,
dope.
have you now that like your mom's house is obviously one of the biggest podcasts in the world, Tom's one of the biggest comics in the world. You're obviously in that family.
Yeah.
Your DMs just blowing up.
They've been
with those.
wonderful. I'm not going to lie. But,
Because well, I remember.
Yeah,
I
we
remember when
talked-
I went on your mom's
because
house,
I was getting a lot of
Christina was
DMs.
like, make sure you ask him about dating, and I was like, really? She's like, yes.
no, because I was getting a lot of DMs
JP,
from
let's hear about it.
getting up on there. And it was awesome. And so we were having you on, and like, we thought it'd be funny. We're like, let's see what Schaub says about your DM game or whatever. Because I didn't know what I was
read
doing.
his DMs he was sending and what he was getting. I was gonna help him out.
Yeah, I was like writing like fantastic and things like that.
yeah, like it'd be like tits. You'd be like, those are fun.
Hell yeah.
No, stop it.
I had a bad
Hey,
game.
Christina was like, help him out. man.
And
So how is it now? How's the DM?
it's probably this. I probably revert back to my old ways on occasion, but you know, it ends
single?
up being yeah, I'm single, but it ends up being not a, you know, they don't care what you write in those things. I feel like, you know,
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's just a jump off.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
about to
yeah.
say, you can just have that little 2 eyes and that wave sign. I'm like, hey, Jay.
Well, that's what I learned. It's less is more, I guess. So,
Yeah,
That's
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mysterious.
are you enjoying the single life, or do you want to kind of?
I was when I was on the road. I haven't been as blessed as you. You've gone on the road quite a bit. I've gotten some stints here and there.
Yeah.
But I just fucking miss comedy so much, man. Like, it's taken all of my social life away, technically. Like,
Agree, I haven't-
in LA.
Yeah, man.
Clubs and bars and stuff like that. So, I'm taking like an inventory of myself right now, you know, without comedy, because I don't have comedy to distract me from like my life, I guess, you know. So I'm sitting here going like, what do I want? You
Yeah.
know, do I want to get married? I don't know. You
Yeah,
know?
it's interesting, right? And it's like without stand up, I don't think you realize how much it means to you when it was taken away.
Right.
So a lot of people are like, I can't believe you're doing stand up during COVID. I'm like, it's actually pretty safe. And I'm actually.
No, it's totally safe.
It's totally safe. And then I'm
Yeah.
also giving it back to the community, and I'm providing a lot of jobs and those people that need money. And, you know, I do some stuff behind the scenes that help out the clubs. So it's like you're actually providing a lot to those places, but also just me personally, it's like, I was depressed, man.
Yeah.
It's not like I have my kids who I really rely on, my family, and this podcast, which is my life, and my other podcast. But it's like stand up, man. Like that's my shit,
Dude, without
Like,
it-
what-
Shit, yeah.
that's
I
my
mean, I'm
thing,
sure all
'cause
of
you're,
us,
You're
man.
constantly working at this goal that you're really never going to finish. Like a painting, you're never going to finish.
Never.
And you're always working at it. It's just like being on the road. Like how much fun do we have on the road?
Oh, it's a
Like,
great fucking time.
Times for fun.
It's like when people go, "Don't you need a vacation or something like that?" I'm like, nah.
No.
When I do stand up, not only is it the best job in the world, but it's also like that's my getaway, man. With my
Yeah.
boys, that's the vacation.
Yeah, I straight up like it's such a piece of me that when I lost it. I mean, I was going to do shitty mics all the time, like every day. I didn't like, and I didn't realize how much of my life it consumed, and until it was gone. And then I was like, oh, I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I have like you said, podcast. I have, you know, my friends or whatever. But I like, do I want to get a house and shit someday? Like, you know what I mean? I started thinking about those things.
Force you
without-
to start thinking about other shit.
yeah, like
right?
things that you neglected
which
or
I think
ignored.
is good, right?
It is good because now when comedy comes back, I can apply. I go like, hey man, by the way, keep in mind about your life too.
Yes.
You know, not just this goal of, you know, headlining and shit like that or whatever. You know, so
That's a solid find.
yeah, it is a good find. I hope. I mean, I'm trying to spin it to a good place because you know it's been just a shitty fucking quarantine. I feel like
sure,
you know.
What area you living in?
I live in East Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Tom was just starting to go back on the road, and then obviously he got injured.
He was
we won't
going-
get into that. But
I was,
I'll wait for you guys to do that.
I was going on. I had a whole run for myself actually this year. That
Yeah, I
was,
saw that.
yeah,
so
that
you
was
was getting
like-
a lot of work.
I was getting a lot of work, headlining work for the first time. 2020 was my first year where I was like straight up headlining. Like it wasn't just like a paper deal or
one-off,
whatever,
yeah.
one off. And you know, I was pumped. I was like, this is it. This is my fucking shot. You know, this. I remember being at the Comedy Store with like Brian Simpson and going like,
Shout out to Brian.
shout out Brian Simpson. I remember
love
going
that
like
dude.
on New Year's, I go, this is our year, dude. Like, I remember like cheersing with him,
This
being
is
like,
it,
this
brother.
is it. But me and David Lucas too, I think was there. I was like, this is it, dude. 2020, baby, let's go.
Let's ride, dog. Let's ride,
Die,
baby.
baby.
Oh,
We're
dude,
gonna
and when
get
it came,
this.
I go, of fucking course. And then I was like sitting there today, I'm reading about the vaccine and shit, and they're like, you know, it's effective, whatever, but it's gonna take till next fall for it to be like the economy's back to normal. And I'm like, fuck, I can't go another year like this, dude. You cannot do it.
Yeah, I don't think you'd have to. Like
I
even
hope
in
not.
bitch ass cities, you know, like Seattle, where Boeing's at, and some other companies, they said they're coming back. I think March 1st. So for a big company like that in a bitch ass city,
Yeah.
that means things are gonna start moving. So next year's gonna be big, man.
Yeah.
Next year's gonna be good.
West Palm Beach, I'm coming to you March. That's my only date
Here
on
we
the
go.
calendar.
Hey, shout out West Palm Beach. Shout that shit now. Buy tickets now.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're on sale yet, but shit, I got that on the books.
Well, that's like my agent's like, hey man, so you know I was supposed to do Europe and Australia in 2020. Obviously, that shit got blown out. He's like, let's reschedule for 2021. I was like, bitch, you know how lit America's gonna be once
Yeah.
this vaccine
Yeah.
drops?
Yeah.
I ain't going nowhere, man.
I wonder
I want to go
if-
to the best spots in America.
I mean, I hope that's true. Like, I believe that to be true too. And I want it to be so insane. I want like,
Yes.
I want ticket sales to be inflated because of it. Like even the hackiest of hacks, like let them sell out. I don't care.
Yes.
Like people are
Yeah,
so
let
excited to
people-
just go out. I don't give a shit.
Agree.
Like, let's let this
I
influx.
want it
of-
to look like a Wuhan fucking party.
I want
That
there to be.
Wuhan
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
that
Wave
party.
pool.
You see that?
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want all my shows to look like a Wuhan fucking.
Nothing but Asians and water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't have a seat on the floor.
yeah, dog.
Let's go.
Everybody in there.
Let's take a little break from this chat with our friend Josh Potter. Because listen, insurance can be complicated, and that's why The Zebra was created. When you use thezebra.com, insurance finally feels like it's black and white. No more confusion, just honest rates from real companies. The Zebra is the nation's leading insurance comparison site for car and home insurance. They can help you save money today. It's so damn easy. Go to thezebra.com, answer a few quick questions to compare accurate insurance quotes for free. The Zebra protects your personal information, so you're not getting a bunch of spam stuff and hidden fees. None of that. All right. How much money can you save on home and car insurance? Well, visit thezebra.com/fighter. That's thezebra.com/fighter for insurance in black and white. One unexpected side effect this year, it feels like fashion is over. Your world's in black and white. It's gray. You're sad. Well, guess what? Guess what, man? Faherty makes high quality, comfortable clothing for life. They're sustainably minded, designing products with a thoughtful focus on fabric. We talking soft, comfortable, all right? Every piece is made to last forever, and it's guaranteed. Faherty is committed to community and environment in all that they do. The company is run by Faherty family. They are very hands-on, ensuring everything they do lives up to their values, all right? They got this new Legend collection, which is pretty legendary. It's the softest, coziest shirt I've ever worn that's ever touched this thick-ass body. It's a good thing that the quality stands up to everyday wear because I want to wear it every damn day. So, get yourself your own legendary shirt. Get your own soft shirts, all right? And right now is the time to do it. You can get 25% off your next Faherty purchase when you go to fahertybrand.com/fighter. That's Faherty, FAHERTY, brand.com/fighter for 25% off. fahertybrand.com/fighter.
That's
And I think
wild.
it's also forced comics to get creative. So you're seeing like Kevin Hart release specials from his house, and like people are trying to figure out content. I think
like
Sam
that they're
Morril
trying
just
to figure
posted
it
a
out, but
podcast on YouTube from a
he did it really
Rooftop.
great, yeah.
Rooftop. He's a monster.
Yeah,
he
he did
just
a great
released a
job.
special, Sam Morril.
Oh, Sam Morril.
Yeah, on a rooftop in New York, and there's like 30 people, and that's his second special this year, I think.
It's,
So
yeah, it
guys
was a
are getting
complete
creative.
quarantine special.
Yeah.
Which is kind of wild to even. I don't even know. I haven't. I'm not gonna lie to you, folks. I haven't written a new joke this year because
know
of
what's
this shit.
interesting?
You know, I was trying to hone in my hour, and then like you go out on the road the few times you get to, and you're doing an hour cold out of no open mics,
Yes.
no any. You can't even do 10 minutes
Yes.
somewhere. and you go do a cold ass hour, and I'm just trying to remember my old shit.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
So I feel like such a fucking loser right now.
But you shouldn't, because it's
Nah,
also
you're a
like,
winner.
but there's also like, as far as writing new jokes right now, like obviously you're gonna have some quarantine stuff, some COVID shit.
There's
It's
no
also,
life to draw from.
There's also like, right now there's like, I guess there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel because the vaccine's dropping, but there's also like, it's hard to get motivated, right?
Yeah.
And to write about funny shit right now because nothing's funny right now.
Nothing's happening
Nothing's
to you
fucking
either.
funny, man.
I mean, I don't have anything happening to me. My day is just Groundhog's Day. I wake up, just try to watch something to pass the time. I don't even know what I'm doing. I go for walks. Like, there's nowhere to go or
Are you
nothing to do.
are you on dating apps?
No, actually,
Why
I'm
not?
not. Because the DMs were so prominent that I was like,
I need to see these.
why bother?
Yeah.
Like, and also I'm fishing with like a bottomless net on the dating apps because it's like I'm coming at it with no context. At least the people that are hitting me up in DMs know
They
I'm
know
a
who you
comedian.
are.
They know I'm on a show. They know they know a little. They think they know a lot about you. I don't know if you find that at all.
Oh yeah.
Like with girls where they think like I know you from because I hear you talk for hours, but like they do know you better than someone who just sees your picture on a fucking
100%.
dating app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
By
So
far.
they're more into you at least than I would find. I don't have good luck out of context.
That makes
you know
sense.
What I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I dig that.
Have you found it challenging or maybe easier since you have your own show now? It's a different animal, right?
You mean as far as the DMs go?
No, just as far as like
mean just-
carrying the show. Now you're the
Oh yeah, carrying the show.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always it's weird because I've always been a part of someone else's show since even in radio. Like I was always a part of another morning show as like a piece of it, everything. This is the first time that I have my own show and I'm doing it like solo. With we're having guests once a month. Like every 4 episodes will be a guest. And it's just like I'm trying to find my way, you know, trying to figure it out. And you know, it's something that I was like terrified about carrying my own, like trying to just fill an hour of. But then you go like, I used to do this for 4 hours. I
Yeah.
used to do this for 5 hours. I could do this for an hour. You know what I mean? Sure, there was commercials or whatever, but you know, you find your way. And it's weird though, like doing radio, you do 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. So like 3 weeks in, you're in the fucking groove. You know, you're in the pocket
For sure.
rocking it out. This has been tougher because it's once a week. You tape for an hour, and then it's done. And then you come back a week later, and you're like, I got to do it. You know what I mean? It's just tough to get into a groove. I wish I could do it like every day,
Yeah.
technically.
And whose idea was it for you to have your own show? Did Tom go, "Hey mate, you should do your own
We
show"?
were talking about
or did you
so many
approach Tom and
versions.
Christina?
No, I mean,
like-
Tom was like, obviously the logical step is for you to have a show. And then there was like, Tom was wondering how, like, he's like, if this pandemic lasts long enough, maybe we do a show. You know, he was already doing 2 Bears and then Your Mom's House. And I was like, you want to do another show? And he was like, if I'm not doing stand-up, I'm going to have time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. And then it changed from that to being just my show. And then we were thinking about like, you know, trying to introduce co-hosts or like, what's the word? Like audition co-hosts or whatever.
Yes, which is a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah.
As
So
you
I
guys
was
know.
just like, I don't even know who I would have that. I've been in LA long enough to like make a rapport with anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just kind of was like, let me just kick the tires on this and just go. And if you don't like it, man, like I'll do whatever you say. You know
It's
what I mean?
well
Like,
done. What's it called?
The Josh Potter Show?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I like that.
It used to be called the Roach Motel, but we had a little thing with the company that does that. Yeah, they don't.
There's a Roach Motel company?
Yeah, it's the
lot of
thing that
roaches
makes
in
the roaches, the thing that traps the
roach
roaches.
killer. It's
I didn't know they called
the little
themselves that.
disc.
They call yeah.
Oh, wow.
They go in that little black disc, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We had those
Hose.
in my house.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've had. I still got them in my house.
I had a flying roach.
That's how I got the name. No, but yeah. So we just the company. I was like, fuck this, and I changed it to the Josh Potter Show because
Yeah.
I was like, no one's gonna come after me for that one. So
The
Hopefully
JP
not.
show.
Hopefully
Yeah.
not.
hell yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm digging it. It's 10 episodes deep right now. Rob Eiler is going to be the next guest for this month of December from The Sopranos. He's the chillest dude in the world. Have you met Rob?
Damn.
No,
I
but I
haven't met,
wouldn't.
which Rob?
What's the last name?
Rob Eiler.
I'm not a big
Yeah.
Sopranos guy.
He's
though.
AJ
is
Soprano.
crazy, by the way.
He's I just started watching it
What?
a month ago.
And did you?
How you like it?
I love it.
Okay, cool.
Hold on. Is it best show you've ever seen?
I mean, it's
Josh?
Can I say this? Can I give that a caveat to what you're about to say?
Okay, go ahead.
You have to put it in the spectrum of the golden age of television because it kicked it off.
It's a pioneer.
It's a pioneer.
Get all that.
So it
compared
started
to
things.
shows right now.
and it competes with those shows.
Exactly.
How dare you?
Do you not think it does?
What? See, he doesn't.
And I know I'm in the minority, but I watch it. I'm like, this shit is.
But you watch a lot of reality stuff.
I watch everything.
But you say
Like
you didn't watch
watch
The Wire.
Sopranos, and I watched The Wire.
He did watch The
I
Wire.
watched all
Did you like
seasons
The
of
Wire more or less than The Sopranos?
I like The Wire more.
I liked particular seasons of The Wire more, but
too.
there are seasons of The Wire that I like
suck.
less than The Sopranos.
Agree.
What
I agree with that.
season is that?
The later seasons get a little, the late seasons get a little dicey.
Everyone shits
When
on
they
season
introduced
2 of The Wire.
Michael?
No, season
No,
2
no.
was dope.
But season 2 was dope. I thought
that's what I'm
That was
right
an
now. I'm on
important. That was an
season two
important
right now.
season because
I
that was the
agree.
Connect season.
I agree.
Okay.
People shit on that.
The
though.
Greeks.
My favorite TV show is Mad Men.
See,
I've
I
never
didn't get
seen
into
it.
I didn't get into it.
But I like the time period it's in. I like their outfits. I like that they smoke.
Who's
Yeah,
the guy?
it's-
Tom.
Don Draper, or you
and
mean
then
John
Hamm.
Hamm played Don
There it
Draper?
is,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But do you watch reality shows?
I do not. I don't have cable, but that's the only reason.
Dude,
why.
you should go on Married at First Sight.
That's your go-to for everyone.
I want someone that I know to go on the show.
I wouldn't know if I wouldn't see him the first time either. So that's the thing. Though, you know what I mean? Like
Just
it'd take-
married.
it'd take a
Yeah,
couple
just
times.
married.
Yeah.
You would go. You would do something like that.
Married at First Sound. I don't know if I would do that. I wouldn't get married. I mean, if for a TV show, if they were giving me a check, maybe I would do
No,
it.
here's
Josh,
here's the thing. Let me pitch you. on this. Let me pitch you on this.
Let him put you on game.
I'm the casting agent, right?
Okay,
So
I
Married
like
at First Sight, it's 3 experts in love.
Yeah.
And they basically every city they go into, they go to certain cities. I just got done watching season
Would you watch 11?
7 in Dallas, and it was fucking so boring. Don't watch season 7. But they have these 3 experts, and so like 50,000 singles apply to get chosen. They pick 4 couples, and they pair you up based off what they think is going to be a perfect love life. Perfect as can be.
Yeah.
And then you're married at first sight, and then you have.
Oh my God,
8 weeks.
I did see this show.
Yes.
I saw the one, maybe the one that you shat on just now, the Dallas one.
The
Yeah,
Dallas.
fucking.
Or it might have been somewhere else.
There's
It
one.
was with-
There's one episode.
the one on Netflix.
Season,
Yeah, season 9. Good
Okay.
season.
North Carolina.
It's quality
Yeah.
season.
That little white
Charlotte.
girl that
It's
married the
Charlotte.
tall white dude,
Yeah,
the basketball
piece of
player.
shit. Yep.
Yeah, what the fuck? He lucked out. I would have been so all
I'd
about
been
that.
stoked.
I would've
They had
been all
sex
about
the
that
first
shit. You know-
night.
you-
Yeah, she was like.
But you know
so
what made me
game.
mad about what they did to him is at the end of the show they kept like prying at him like, "Oh, why'd you do it? Why'd you do
know.
it?" It's
I don't know why he showed
bruh,
up for it.
He's not gonna fuck. He does not care.
Here's
about
what
it.
else is interesting about Married at First Sight. They don't pay him much money. I think they get $1,500 a week. And they were interviewing the producers like, why do you pay him? You pay him like shit. They go, because we don't want people coming on for the wrong reason.
That makes sense
Like,
because
we're
they all
literally-
seemed pretty
we're-
affable in
yeah,
terms of
they're
their
like, if you come on here,
careers.
you're literally looking for love, not trying to get famous, not trying
No,
to
that
get
makes
money.
sense.
So it
That makes a lot. Of,
That was I when you said the show at first, I was like, no, I never watched that. I had forgotten that I started quarantine with that show. Like I watched it on Netflix. The Netflix
So I watched it
version.
on Netflix, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. And then me and my girl bought all the seasons, 1 through, I think, 13 on Amazon.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, we got problems.
They have other like I watched that Love on the Spectrum
Ooh,
show.
great show.
Great
I didn't
show.
watch
That
that
one
one.
was wonderful. But then there's another one that's like a UK version.
Love on the
that's like
Spectrum.
a UK version of Love on the
Yep,
Spectrum.
yep.
That's a little more like where you're like, I don't know if this is good.
UK reality shows don't
There
get
was
me either.
there was a couple on Love on the Spectrum where I was like, there was one dude I was like, he seems pretty normal. And
Yeah.
like he was with a girl who was on the spectrum, but he was trying to. You could kind of tell he was pretending. Just get with this girl with big titties who was on the spectrum. Yeah, yeah. If I remember correctly.
I
yeah.
think
God,
that I
this
feel
is
like
hilarious.
that puts him on the spectrum though.
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah.
You
He
could tell
wants
he had
to
his
do that.
shit together.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
He was faking
and then
the
what is
fun.
that? That's only one season.
Yeah, I think it was 1 or 2 seasons. There's a UK and there's an Australia one.
There's an Australian one, but the UK one is it's not Love on the Spectrum. It's something else,
Something else,
and it's a
yeah.
little more dark. It's like a little weirder.
Ooh,
It's
I like that.
Yeah,
It's more
yeah.
my vibe.
What do you mean
But it's-
dark? What do you mean?
It's not dark in a cool way. I don't know. It's the one was sweet.
Not dark in a cool way.
Like the one, Love
the
at
one in
First Sight
Australia
was like sweet. Yeah, it was like
you felt
sweet
for
and
it.
like you were like, oh my god, like I'm having a.
One in the UK is weird.
The one in the UK like looks at it in a clinical way.
Yeah,
It's a little
I don't
more-
want that.
Yeah. It's a little more like woof, you know.
Oh, you were thinking dark like drama.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping
Yeah,
for.
I
'Cause
like the
someone told me
drama.
that they're like it's dark, and I was like showing the pitfalls of being this type of person, and perhaps like falling into love, perhaps, and it being blowing up in flames or
Yeah.
whatever, or the the horrible things that could have arise from these two people coming together. Like, I thought that's what they meant by dark, but it's not. It's
Well, there's that show Born This Way where it's people with Down syndrome and it's them trying to fit in the real world and like get their shit together. And I think there's 3 seasons or something like that. And the first season, you're like into it. It's like real, like sweet. But then it kind of gets dark, sad because
it shows their limitations.
Yes. And you realize, they can't have a normal life because they have Down syndrome. Another girl gets with another Down syndrome dude and they get married, but then they want kids. So then the parents have to sit them down and explain to them why they can't have kids. It's so heavy.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's like
dude, that would make
that's the kind of shit with
right up here.
That's the kind of shit with the UK version where they kind of sit down. They're like, you may never find love.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that
it's
kind
such
of thing.
a bummer.
No, I
the
can't
Down
take
syndrome
that.
one, and they want to be on their own. Like they don't want to live with the
course.
parents. They want their independence. They want to drive. They want.
Isn't
Yeah.
it amazing?
Like, yeah, they
Isn't it
can.
amazing that they still have that innate like instinct to want to like be on their
Be on their
You know
own.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just wild. And there are people of completely able-bodied in mind who don't have that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they still live with their parents.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
want-
yeah.
they want to
And
sit
that's
with
wild.
their
they don't
parents.
give a fuck.
It's wild that can exist in a person who is quote unquote
That's a good
mentally
point.
challenged.
Yeah.
When it doesn't, it doesn't exist in a completely abled person. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
wonder
a
what
great
that
point.
is.
Explain to the audience that's listening about, like you said something earlier, that 2 people who have Down syndrome can have kids. Explain that to them.
Well, because their kids are gonna have Down syndrome,
Oh yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
and so they can't.
you're technically not allowed. Like, if you
They can't
say
take
you
care
wanted
of
to
them.
fuck a Down syndrome girl, you technically can't. It's like against the rule.
Hey man, you know why? And that's strike 2. The first one was like, oh damn, you use your camera to find your glasses? What app is that?
I think he genuinely doesn't
And
know.
Josh
and
is
doesn't
so
wanna
nice. He's
know.
like, you just open up your camera and zoom in, dude.
Right here, Josh
I got
was being
you.
all dirty.
You're too nice.
I'll explain the world to you, dude.
Thank you, JP.
Josh putting game on me.
I know what a fucking
He's like, look, you
iPhone.
open your camera and you zoom in.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
Y'all
I'm
continue.
like, now with the Down syndrome community, you
I
can't.
know, right?
Wow, it's Malik on a spectrum.
Yeah.
I'm like that with certain shit. There's certain shit that like I've watched one time and I'm like I could never watch it again. Like what's that movie? Alpha Dog. You
Oh
know,
my
Dog?
God!
That's
What,
a true
Justin-
story.
I could never
That's
watch
a
that
true
movie
story.
again. I watched it
was
once.
sad.
It fucking hit me.
He had to
Never
kill a
watch it again.
dude.
Wait,
never
wait,
seen
wait
it.
till you have kids. Wait till you have fucking kids. There's certain stuff where if there's like child abuse, I turn off, like automatically turn off. Like I watched that piece of shit.
Ransom.
No, this is a
that documentary?
There's a documentary on that dad that
Yes.
murders his 2 kids.
Oh,
I got to
my
the
God,
end.
bro.
I wanted to punch my TV. I don't send emails. I don't give Yelp reviews. I don't do any of that shit. I'm not on social media. I wanted to fucking send Netflix an email, be like, why would you give this piece of shit a platform, man?
That's
Why
what-
would you
that's what I don't
highlight
get with certain
this
shit, like
horrible
these
crime?
documentaries? I'm
Dude,
like,
how about
why
that
you
documentary? This one, I'm glad they made it, frankly, because it's so wild. But the abducted in plain sight shit.
Wait, what is
yeah.
Have you
that?
seen that documentary
No, what's
on
that
Netflix?
one?
I bet I've seen it.
You've
Bring
seen
it
it.
up,
You've
Jen.
talked about it. It's
Really?
about the guy who kidnaps the daughter and then like fucks both the parents.
He
gives
has sex with both of the parents.
He manipulates the whole family to the point
guy?
where they allow
You
him to
watched it
kidnap
before.
the
that was
daughter.
in my
God,
recommendation.
And then
this
he-
one is nuts.
Dude,
What?
and then
I've never seen
the
it.
guy infiltrates the family to a degree in which
That's
he
him
fucks
right
the
there?
mom, makes the mom fall in love. No, that's not him. That's the dad.
yeah.
And then not
He's
only
an
does he
idiot.
fuck the mom and make the mom fall in love with him,
How you do
he
that?
then gets the dad
Yes.
to jerk his dick.
Yes.
In the
To
car.
Or no,
jerk
he
his-
starts jerking his dick.
Yeah.
He
So,
starts,
so the dad's like, we need to talk. He's like, all right,
I did it
get in
too.
my
I don't know why I
car.
did it too.
I'll go around the block. He's like, he's a manipulator.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the dad's like, we need to fucking talk. He's like, cool, get in my car. The dude's so good at this hustle.
I don't
by
know
the
what
end
he's-
of the
what did he
fucking
say to him,
drive,
you think?
he's jacking the dad off.
yeah.
So he's a con artist.
Whatever.
He's a
100%.
fucking
Whatever.
manipulator.
He's fucking good.
He put all this effort in just to fuck this kid, and he then he has this elaborate ruse to get the kid on board. Like,
Oh, it's nuts.
he makes her think that she's abducted by aliens.
Are these
and the
people dead
aliens-
now, or
No,
No.
they're all talking in the documentary, which I
Yeah.
found
they're
wild.
all talking? Even the guy?
I met the producer of that film,
What?
and she told me that the dad never divulged any of that in the pre-interviews.
Oh, wow.
He just spilt that out on camera. That's why
Jesus
there's not
Christ.
really a follow-up there, because they didn't know that he was going to say that.
like, where do we
And then he
go?
just broke down.
Wow.
So they were like, what do we do now?
There's been some
Damn.
crazy. It's got me through this quarantine. Like, did you see Jinx?
No.
What's that?
Oh, no, I did see that. That's what I saw that a while
Jinx,
ago. though, yeah.
so
Not during
spoiler
quarantine.
alert in 3, 2, 1. Listen, it's history, so suck that he's nuts.
Yeah.
But he's basically killing.
That was the
He's
most-
killing women.
Yeah.
He has a wife, kills her in Germany, comes here, kills her, and they can't figure it out. Then at the end of the interview, again, spoiler in 3, 2, 1. At the end of they're doing like the closing interviews.
Yeah.
He goes to the bathroom, leaves his mic on, and he's an old guy now, and he's talking to himself. And he goes, "Did I kill those people? Of course I killed those fucking people." He's on, but he's mic'd up and forgot about it while he's pissing.
Yeah,
and that's how
That's like
how
the Trump,
documentary
like the
ends.
Trump grab my pussy
Yeah,
shit,
it's
you know?
nuts, dude.
Yeah, like
you're
when-
like, wow.
Those lav mics, man, they're fucking.
You see that one? What about
These
the
live mics.
DB Cooper? You know that one? You don't know DB Cooper? The guy that fucking hijacked the plane, stole all the money. You don't know that one?
I think they had him on Dateline.
What documentary?
No, they don't know who. They don't know where the guy is.
Is this
Yeah, he just
documentary or is this
disappeared.
no, they.
My
this is a
my
segment on
dad used to tell
2020.
me about this guy.
It's
He
a
used to be like,
documentary.
"Oh, you see a bag on the side of the road?" You'd be like, "Oh, DB Cooper."
That's not the guy on Dayline NBC.
No, I didn't see that.
None of you guys have heard of DB.
I've heard of him. Yeah, he's the guy. It's like a folklore story. He's
Yeah.
like a
But
cowboy
anyway,
or
so
some shit.
dude basically hijacks a plane, steals some money, or whatever. The plane was going from Reno to Seattle or something like that.
What an
And then he what do you call it? Skydives,
Jumps out of it.
parachutes,
Yeah.
out of the plane, and
Did he-
never been
did he-
found.
Did he jack the pilot off? The co-pilot off?
He didn't get that far.
Because this doesn't sound as good as the one.
Yeah,
we were-
exactly. Did he check
at all.
Did he get the pilot to steal the plane
Ours
by
was
jerking
fire,
off?
dude. You guys just robbing a fucking plane.
Go, DB Cooper.
man.
I wanted to get. I'm like, I
Where's
couldn't
his
believe
strike?
in that documentary though. I could not believe they did not follow up on it. That's why I was so like, how do you not
Nuts.
talk about this
Nuts.
more? And it was because of the fact that he leaked it out. But I was like, did he spit on his hand? Did he fucking what
Yeah, what
happened
did he
here?
do?
You know what
What
I
did
mean?
he
Like.
do?
But you're watching it's like you're like, wait, what? You gotta
Yeah.
rewind.
All of a
on
sudden, you go,
Netflix?
did
Yeah,
he
yeah.
just fucking say what
Yeah.
I think he said? Because he's just like, yeah, we went for a drive, and then you're like, wait, you don't even see it come. Normally, you see that
It's
train
great.
coming down the
Yeah.
tracks.
Yeah,
but-
there's usually a lead up to it.
yeah,
But it
He's
came out of
talking,
nowhere.
Yeah.
He's like,
came
I
out
just
of-
jacked him off.
He's like,
and
well, then my penis was out. And, like it was fucking wild.
Wait,
dude.
hold on.
so
So put me.
random.
So did
Wait,
he
time
ever
out.
get-
Yeah. Put me in the scene of the car. So the kidnapper.
That's my point. I'm trying to do this too, by the way. So I might not have all your answers.
Okay, so let me just again for the audience that's listening. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
inside the car,
Right.
right? And I got a gun. Well, he didn't have a gun. He
No,
just like
no
armed
guns.
himself.
They just were gonna
They were
talk
like
about
they were
it.
family friends. This guy he infiltrated enough where like
had
they
sex
were
with his
inviting
wife.
him over. He had a wife too,
Yep.
and they were inviting his family over for barbecues, picnics,
Yeah.
things like that. And then he started fucking the wife. She fell in love with him.
Okay.
That was his first tactic.
Okay.
And then he confronted about the wife and his inappropriate relationship with his daughter because he was coming over and like, can I lay with Jessica? Or
And they
whatever
would
his name
allow
is?
it.
And they were
No,
like,
they
sure.
wouldn't.
Yes,
Yeah.
they would.
They'd be like, oh, it's Uncle
It's
Tony
Uncle Terry or
Uncle
whatever. his name-
Tony.
Yeah, whatever his fucking name is.
Okay,
And,
and then-
so then the dad was like, there's something weird here. And he was more concerned, I think, about his wife than his daughter at the time. And he
is
went for
weird.
a drive with him. And then I don't remember what the words were that the dad used to describe this moment leading up to it. But eventually, basically, it went from being like we were in a drive and all of a sudden, and I was like, no, he's not going to tell me he fucks this dude, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes like, basically, he's like, I forget how he described the hand job, but he described a hand job.
Yeah, it's
essentially,
great.
yeah.
Uncle Tony gave him a hand job.
Yeah,
They
it's
started.
great.
So he and then he just breaks down and cries, and apparently he never
I feel bad
admitted
for
that
laughing,
to
I'm sorry.
anybody before.
Yeah, the people shooting it were like, what the
Yeah, they're like,
dude? It's
they did all these
fantastic.
pre-interviews.
He got with that daughter,
what? Oh yeah,
He got with the whole family.
He got with the entire family,
including the dad.
and the
including
daughter's
dad.
alive now.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
she talks in the documentary.
Is she hot?
saw her.
Today? I don't know.
That's her.
That's her.
That's her. Yeah, she's old.
That's
now.
the dad there with his hands like this.
That's
There was
her.
a bunch
That's
of-
it.
There's
That's
a bunch
that-
of
She's pretty
memes.
hot. Yeah,
That's the dad.
That's the dad.
There's a bunch
that's
of
that's
memes.
him describing. He's like, then he jerked my dick off.
Where's the guy?
Where's the guy,
Yeah, I
though?
want to know the guy.
He's dead, I believe, and he's like pretty handsome looking. He looks like a charmer. I mean, like
That's
not
him?
there. I mean, that's when he died. Well, back in the
Real
day,
sweet talker though.
yeah. I mean, he must have like, or these people are so fucking dumb.
They're idiots. Well, 1st
They're-
of all, a grown man coming over to lay with your daughter.
But an
you
entire
allow him?
family,
What
an
does this
entire
take
family.
place
That's the dude.
That's
Yeah.
the dude.
You gotta wonder what kind of game he spit though.
Where does this
Ooh.
take place? Though?
You know what I mean?
In Middle America.
Hey, man, watch the doc though. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, spoil.
Yeah, you
1,
just
3,
spoiled
2,
it for
1.
me, so
Well, you got all
There's no
these
spoiler.
fucking
You have all these questions.
now.
Yeah, it makes you want to watch it more. I
Yeah.
think. And I can't tell you anything that doesn't make you want to watch this fucking
Yeah, no.
documentary
I mean,
because
there's a
there's no
handout, but-
answers to
Yeah.
it. We're all sitting here going like,
Did
how
you
does
see
this happen?
Don't Fuck with Cats?
I did not watch that yet. Actually, is that good too? I'll check that out. I need
That
some
looks
more
really
quarantine.
good.
Quarantine's ramping up a couple months. I don't know if you guys heard. I need a couple recommendations.
Justin,
so-
that way.
You gotta watch Sneaky Pete.
just in LA.
Is that a
Sneaky
documentary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, that's a show.
That's a show though.
Right,
But we,
for
we're talking about kind artists. So
Kind
to
of.
speak, we just-
Give me a documentary.
Oh, a documentary, of course. Last
I'll give you
Dance.
documentary.
I love Last Dance. I
Yeah.
watched
Yeah.
that shit. I bought YouTube TV just to watch the fucking
Last
Last,
Dance?
Dance.
Yeah,
What did
it
you
was
walk
so
away-
well done.
Oh my god! You know what I walked away with? Can I tell you a controversial opinion I have about that
Yeah,
documentary?
LeBron
We have the
is
same
better. Come on,
opinion.
man.
Not, I'm not gonna take a side on that debate necessarily, but I'm gonna tell you this: Isaiah Thomas is my fucking goat.
Talk that talk. I hear you,
Because-
JP.
No.
Yeah, hold on. Wait, let the
No,
man
he's
finish.
not.
The weeks that have come out since the
Yep.
documentary,
Yep.
Isaiah's like, I didn't even know Jordan thought of me that way.
Mm-hmm.
Totally bitching him out. Don't you think? Jordan's on there like, "Ooh, IT is like a piece of shit. He
He did
you know what I
do that.
mean?
He cried.
He,
Yep.
he was all bitchy about Isaiah
Yeah, that's
Thomas.
true. He did get him off the Olympic team.
And
He did.
he's still holding that credit. He's like, I don't care what you say about him today. I still hate him or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And
Isaiah's like,
that's
I didn't even know he.
I don't even think about Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Also,
that's fair.
we can say Isaiah beat Michael Jordan. He beat Larry Bird.
Well, this is
and
what he
beat
says. He goes,
Magic
I wasn't
Johnson.
chasing Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was chasing me.
Ooh, say that again. Copy that. Say it
I
again.
was chasing Magic. I was chasing
Yeah.
Bird.
Bird,
I
yeah,
was
right.
chasing
Who does
those
LeBron
dudes.
chase?
LeBron's chasing the whole world.
LeBron's trying
and
to
he's
chase
he's
Jordan.
doing all the things though. I mean,
He's
you got
trying
to
to
give
chase
him
Jordan?
credit.
Nah.
He's doing all the statistical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, was Jordan the complete package like LeBron? I don't know.
No, he wasn't.
I mean, I know what you're gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, Isaiah was like, I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah, he
And then
just
Jordan was
smiles and
just
he's like,
thinking about it.
yeah, and then he ranked his top 5 opponents that he
Yeah.
faced, and he goes like at the end, he was like Magic, Moses Malone. He like named 4 people, and then he was like, I guess Michael.
Yeah, he was because he smiled. I guess.
I guess
He
Michael.
laughed
Yeah,
it
yeah, I'll
off.
throw him in there. Yeah.
And I love how Jordan's like, I didn't get him kicked off the team. No one even brought it up to me. And then the guy in charge of
Came
it was
out.
like, no, he called me.
Also, I learned.
really?
like
So that lets you know MJ is a liar.
I like that he's competitive to the point of like boom or bust, but also it makes him a bit of a bitch.
He is a bit.
yeah,
It
it's
makes
what
him-
it was
Is
like
LeBron a bitch?
Nah.
No, LeBron doesn't. I don't think LeBron's as competitive as Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was like fighting with that fucking whack out security guard he had or whatever. Playing
way,
dice
yeah,
and
what
shit.
the
You know what I mean?
security guy with the carry crew.
I thought that was Dave Chappelle and Whiteface.
That guy was great.
But he's over there like
Hey,
worrying
Michael.
about a dice game in the parking
Oh,
lot
dude,
or
it's
whatever. Like,
hilarious.
No,
Fuck off.
Jordan seems exhausting to hang out with.
yeah, exactly.
Like exhausting.
Like a
if you
terrible
played
hang.
cards and he lost, he'd keep you up all night until he
Can't go
won.
golfing with him.
Can't go
Can't go
golfing.
You heard what he him and what's the guy name? Kevin McHale
Yeah.
golf right before the game.
Yeah.
And Kevin McHale beat him out all his money. The next game, Jordan dropped 63 points.
Well, how about when Madonna was hooking up with Dennis Rodman
yeah.
and LeBron? I'm sorry, Jordan was in the lobby and he thought she was coming for him, but she was coming to see Dennis.
What?
That must have been a competition that he couldn't even fathom anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
And he
saying?
was,
That's
like,
not a
pissed
dice
at
game.
Dennis.
That's not golf.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Jordan was married at the time.
Didn't make it.
How about
Yeah,
hey, welcome to professional sports.
We
Welcome
just
to the
started
NBA.
off with Malik Beasley.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, wait a second! I thought he was married. That's against the rules.
It's weird. NBA
God.
players don't do that.
Nerd alert, man. Josh, I want to apologize, man. And if Tom doesn't do that podcast with you, I gotta fucking know.
Wait, what? Hold on. I'm solidified.
Oh, gosh.
Nah, but
Listen, I'm not
Wait
used
a
to that
minute,
world.
an NBA player. That's a.
That's
but
rude.
are you guys happy that with the NBA opening up and with the new rules and they're gonna have stadiums opening? And
Oh, you mean
they-
coming up in the next season here?
Yeah.
I didn't read anything about it at all.
Well, they
I'm
won't
sitting
have
here
people
like-
in the stadiums till the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's what Fauci said.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not because the season starts in this month, dude.
Yeah, but next year they
Starts on Christmas, right?
Yeah, it starts on Christmas, but
The real season don't start until Martin Luther King Day. That's
NHL is kind of like we don't even know what's going. Like NHL has, they're like maybe New Year's.
Have we heard about them?
No, they
No one
sincerely
cares either.
haven't given a fucking. I care, but I mean they haven't given a.
I do too. Canadian.
no one
fans.
cares. You're like, I care, man.
I care. You're
from Buffalo.
Yeah. Basically Canadian. So I mean we have big hockey town. I love hockey, but it's like the NHL is such a shitty run league. It's like gross.
I was paying attention to NHL when they had this black guy in there on the cover of the ESPN, and he was butt naked, but he had like skates on. I was like, "Who is that?"
PK
bro?
Subban.
Yeah, okay. Is he good? Is he killing?
Hell yeah, dude. There's
Okay,
a bunch
okay.
of black guys that are good in that.
Oh, we-
Evander Kane. Evander Kane's the man. He used to play for the Sabres, and
That looks like me.
Oh,
SPK right there.
I wouldn't say
He's
bunch
on the
of
Devils
black
now,
guys,
yeah.
though, would you?
What's that?
You'd say a bunch of black guys are good?
I'd say there's like a handful. There's a handful.
There's a handful. It's the
handful.
one sport. It's the one sport white guys still have.
Yeah,
It's
it
the only
is.
sport we have.
It is, and
Europeans and
How many
Canadians.
black dudes are in it?
I mean, I don't
can
know
say
the
it.
number. I don't know the number.
How many
But
you know
more
about?
than more than there were.
I'd say a handful. Like you said, there's a handful.
There's some
not
of
a ton.
PK Subban's a huge star.
look at
Like,
that
you said, he was
long
on the
list
cover.
of black guys right there.
Yeah, I mean, there was a time.
No,
when
that's
the,
ever.
there was a
Ever.
time.
Oh,
there was a
that's
time when the
ever.
Sabres had 4
Which is
On one
unheard
team?
of.
in the 90s. Yeah, like
White
it
guys
was-
are just white guys and Europeans are
One of the-
praying
yo,
to
get
God.
this. One of the black
people
dudes-
don't get skates and go, this shit's kind of cool.
But you know what you find out? There was a black dude. There's a guy. I mean, he follows me on Twitter. I've only communicated. I'm a big Sabres guy.
Okay.
And so he played for the Sabres. His name is Roman Nadur.
Ooh, sounds good.
NDUR. He was born in Africa.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
And plays in the NHL or
That's
played in
insane.
the NHL in the 90s.
How did he train?
His father was like I forget what his father did, but he moved him to Canada, and so like that's what happened. He was an immigrant to Canada and became a star. Not a star. He was never a star, I'll say that. But he went to the NHL. I mean, he was like a fighter.
Did he
was
win
a
some
checker.
shit?
He was an enforcer.
Yeah, he was an enforcer.
Oh, look
Exactly.
at him.
Ooh,
yeah,
I'm
he was-
trying to tell you,
he
he's
was
gonna
a
get
beast,
violent
dude.
when we learn how to skate.
Dude, I'm telling you.
when we learn how to
Second
skate, I
you
swear
level
to-
up.
no,
The
but-
second you level up, it's over. It'll be the NBA all over again, dude.
Now, do
I'm
the
telling
black?
you.
I'm talking about. Are they good or do they like great enforcers? Like, do I know some
No,
black guys?
PK Subban's a scorer, a goal scorer. Yeah, he's like
okay.
huge. I mean, like he's like a fucking superstar. Evander Kane's a huge goal scorer.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't realize, as far as most dominant in the sport ever, Wayne Gretzky is probably the most dominant by far, hands
Yeah.
down, bar none, in any sport.
What about
And you
Sidney
don't.
Crosby?
Not
Wayne
compared-
Gretzky. I mean, Gretzky's
Get out.
another level, dog.
So here's the
You can't
Who's
even.
Sidney
the
Crosby?
thing
You
about
just compared like.
Okay.
the thing again. You're an AP, you're asking AP science questions, dude.
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
in
I was-
science.
I know. I was just Googling.
You just
all
compared
shit.
like
Yeah,
Lonzo Ball to like
Yeah.
fucking Jordan.
Yes.
Basically.
So, but you don't realize how big of a deal Wayne Gretzky is. You forget. And then I went to Edmonton to do shows, and we had some
Oh my
friends
God,
there
Edmonton.
that work for the Oilers. And like, hey, you want to do a tour? I'm like, sure, I guess. Sounds boring. Was not boring.
In Edmonton Stadium.
Dude, it was dope. We got to see their practice, see them go
yeah.
on the ice. They got some baller there. I forget who their stud player is.
Fucking
super baller.
dude. What we drafted
He's one
that
of the
year?
best
We had
players in the
second in the. I forget the fucking guys. I'm blanking because of the whiskey.
Alex.
No.
No.
We drafted Jack Eichel second that year, and they drafted who was first.
Type in Edmonton Oilers
I
star.
I cast this man out of my mind because
He's
we
so
we
good.
lost the first round pick
He's
that
a
year,
freak.
and I was like, "Fuck him." We got Jack Eichel. I like Jack Eichel better. Who the fuck is it? What's his
Starting
name?
lineup?
What's it?
You said starting lineup?
no, just
No.
star player.
Edmonton number 1 draft pick. He's like a generational player.
like a
I
star
can't believe
player.
I'm blanking on his
Connor
goddamn name.
McDavid.
Connor McDavid. Oh my
Freak.
god. I'm such a fucking
The guy look like he
idiot.
from Shameless. That guy.
Connor
He's
he's
like
a
he looks like
monster.
all hockey players look like kids, which is
I know.
the thing that fucks
But
you up.
dude, in that Edmonton Oilers stadium,
he is literally
they
a
have
generational
video
player.
of Wayne Gretzky when he's like 7. Dude, it's insane.
Damn.
And Wayne Gretzky looks like a fucking like you two see Wayne Gretzky, I'd imagine you'd be like, this fucking bitch. Like when he's in his prime. You know what I mean? Like show Wayne Gretzky in his prime, like back in the Edmonton Oilers days. Like he looks like a kid.
Yeah, this fucking bitch.
You're stuck at home. You put on the quarantine 25. You like to box, you like to kickbox, but you can't get to the gym. I got you covered, fam. Bring the gym to you. Bring the fight gym to you with Fight Camp. Provides boxing, kickboxing workouts right from your living room. You get all the gear, man. They provide you with all the gear that you need, whatever you need. Boxing gloves, bags, hand wraps. You download the app. Next thing you know, you're freaking Mike Tyson, son. Get it while you can right now. It's the perfect holiday gift too. Fight Camp is the perfect gift for anyone that wants to take their fitness to the next level. All right? Don't go to the gym anymore. Don't risk it. Do it from your crib, man. Fight Camp is the gift that keeps on giving. And giving means getting you in shape. It's in for the entire family, man. And don't worry about it. There's flexible financing for Fight Camp for as low as 0 APR right now, $0 down. Right now is a limited time holiday offer. Get free shipping and a gift valued up to $109 with every Fight Camp package. Just go to joinfightcamp.com/fighter. That's right. Get free shipping and a gift valued up to $109 with your purchase. Bring authentic boxing, kickboxing gym right to your crib with Fight Camp. To get your free gift, just go to joinfightcamp.com/fighter. Joinfightcamp.com/fighter.
He looks like a kid.
Yeah, this fucking bitch.
Monster.
But he's a beast. And you know what they had
Used
back
a
then?
hot daughter.
They
Let's
used to
call it
have
what it is.
Yes.
So can I ask you a question?
Oh, he did?
So
But they had two enforcers, McSorley and guys on his lines
Yeah.
that would beat the shit out of people that would fuck with
If
this
they
guy.
touched him,
Now
yeah.
Crosby, you brought up Sidney Crosby. He doesn't have that, so he gets concussions. He
gets
fucked
lit
with.
the fuck
He has
up.
to try and fight guys. You see Sidney Crosby getting so mad that he has to fight because no one does it for him because they got rid of fighting. They got rid of
So
enforcers.
Sidney Crosby and Alex what's his name? Alex
Wayne Gretzky?
Wayne Gretzky. No, his nemesis. Sidney Crosby.
Alexander Ovechkin.
There it is. So that's like Jordan versus LeBron kind of little thing.
No, it's more like
It'd be more like LeBron and Steph Curry.
or like Brady versus Manning.
Okay,
I guess that's
okay.
the best way I can compare it because they're playing at the same time and they're both in their prime at the same
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
So-
But neither one of them are on Wayne.
Crosby's always hurt.
Neither of them are on Wayne Gretzky's level. No.
Not even close.
Like Wayne
Crosby's always
Gretzky
hurt.
is ascending above. Now he's in his older age, but I mean, he won how many cups? And
He's a monster, but
Ovechkin only won one cup, but is
But Crosby
statistically
had a
good.
long layoff where he concussions. He would get
Because he didn't have any enforcement.
No,
How many cups
exactly.
did he
Yeah,
win, Gretzky?
Gretzky won
won the
Edmonton,
Rangers,
and
Edmonton, and LA.
Rangers. I forgot about the
and
Rangers,
LA,
but
right?
LA, yeah. Well, LA went to the cup, but they lost to
Yeah.
Montreal.
Yeah, but you look at his stats. It's as far as dominant.
I mean, he is
he's the best ever.
leaps and bounds above. Yeah, because he won a bunch in two in Edmonton.
Yeah,
I want to say maybe 3.
and they had Messier on that team too, right? Am I
Which one's
right?
that? The Rangers?
When he won with the Rangers, they had
Hell yeah, that was like
Messier.
a super team. I mean,
Yeah.
that was like a Richter, was
Yeah.
the goalie. I mean, that was like the 90s. That was pretty dope. I mean, I wouldn't mind the Rangers being good again. They got the number 1 overall pick this year, so hopefully they'll be.
Oh, so your ball's deep in hockey.
I love hockey, dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, what's egregious, and it's made me like kind of repel in the last few years is that the Sabres organization is run terribly, even though it's run by the same people who are running the Bills right now, and hockey in general is run terribly.
Yeah.
The NHL is a shit league. Just look how they handled COVID. They didn't have any cases or anything like that. They went to Canada to quarantine and like bubble out, but they didn't know what they were doing. The draft lottery came out before the playoffs.
It was so weird.
Yeah, and like multiple teams who were in the playoffs were eligible for the number 1 pick. The Sabres, meanwhile, were the 8th overall.
Yeah, there's just no plan.
and we weren't even in the playoffs.
Yeah, there's
like
no
it's
plan.
fucking brutal.
And no one's talked about NHL really either.
no, I
Especially
mean
in
it's
LA.
really just gone because people just
the
kind of
rate
like
now?
whatever.
Yeah.
And the
They
way that
take
the
it or leave it.
NBA has counteracted their low ratings and things like that culturally, the NHL has none of that. You know what I mean? Like the NBA, they got the lowest ratings they got ever in these playoffs or whatever.
I think that's politics too. They went
Right.
too far woke, and
Yes,
people are like, "I'm fucking."
but it
done."
doesn't matter. They'll survive because of the fact that culturally they're more relevant than the NHL will ever be.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah, it's not even anywhere near it.
Yeah.
Are you a big fighting fan?
I don't watch MMA and stuff like that. I don't. I and it's weird. Like I don't know why, but I'll watch it when like a big one's on, like one that is in the zeitgeist of the world.
But it's
and
not
I'm
your
like,
cup of tea.
but it's just not like I don't follow all the details of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in terms of like I do other like football's. I'd say my number one.
Okay.
And then number 2 would be probably now it's baseball. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Oh, because the Dodgers won.
It's just the last couple years the way that it's gone because I've just been so pissed off at fucking the Sabres. It used to be hockey, but it's gone to baseball. I follow baseball way more than hockey now.
Interesting.
Okay. Well,
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
So basketball,
I don't wanna
basketball
talk
is my
fighting anyway.
basketball is my distant 4th, but I still love it. I actually joined a fantasy basketball league this year so that I could
pay attention.
learn about it.
Oh, okay.
And learn.
I feel like basketball does a good job, like with their stars. Like we know that all the
There's
stars.
just less players though. That's the thing. Like compared to think about it, football has 53 men rosters.
Yeah.
How many people are on 12 people on a basketball team?
Yeah. Well, 15.
15, yeah. And then a hockey team, even think about this: a hockey team is comprised of 5 players on 4 lines, so that's 20 starters right
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean? Because they're playing like a minute and a half, 2 minutes at a stint, and then they switch off.
Yeah, they sprint.
They do
rest,
like line
sprint,
changes.
rest,
Oh, line
yeah.
change.
Because
Yes,
the
that's why I
skating
see
is
it.
so
like
yeah.
lacrosse.
That's why there's so many dudes.
Yep.
But it's like basketball and that's 5-on-5, but they do line changes so frequently amongst the action where it's like, they got amongst four lines there. So there's 20 combinations.
Coming in.
I think
Yeah.
basketball too. They don't have a helmet on. There's no pads, so it's like what you see on the street too.
Sure.
And they're
that
like
is true.
legit superstars. Shoe
Yeah,
deals.
face
Face recognition.
yeah, brand recognition. Like they're crushing it.
Yo, didn't what you call it play for the, OJ?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
He
I
played
love
for them?
OJ.
He rushed for
I don't care
2,000
that he
yards
killed
with
his wife.
Buffalo
I don't give a
Bills.
shit.
He was a fucking.
Yeah, he's not, I don't give a
kinda
shit that
got
he killed his
in.
wife.
Yeah, he went out for a little bit.
No, he was a stud when he played for.
I
the
love
Bills.
OJ, dude. Yeah, his name's still on our wall of fame. We don't give a fuck that he killed anybody.
Josh? Shit. God damn, Josh.
He didn't kill anybody who was playing for the Bills.
That is true. Well, we
That's
don't
true.
know that.
I mean, well, yeah, a very, very good point. Maury.
Oh, he was already out, right?
No, he was way. I mean, that's
out.
what like somebody. I was on Dr. Drew's show, and he was like, "You were a little kid when OJ played for the Bills," and I was like, "What? How old do you think I fucking am, bro?" Like, he played for the Bills in '69.
Yeah, old
I was
school.
like 6 when he murdered his wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what are you talking about?
It's weird. USC pulled all the shit too. It's like, well,
We didn't pull anything.
No, nor should you, because it's also like when he was playing for you, he did his job.
Dude, get
you
this.
know?
Before he got arrested for the Vegas thing, the like stealing his memorabilia
yeah,
back, the time he actually went to jail, he was coming to Bills games.
Oh wow.
And people were like, "Do we bring him through the?" I had a media pass at the time, so like I was like up in the press box, like shit like that, and they were bringing him around, and no one really knew how to like react to it. You know, everyone's kind of like, "This is weird."
It is
you know
a
what I
gray
mean?
area.
Yeah.
Do you give him a hug?
You go like, am I going to be seen like being like, "What's up, Mr. Simpson?"
Yeah.
You know, like,
Do I take a selfie on the ground?
Have you met him?
This is back in. I never got to meet him, but this is back in like 08, 09, 07. Like before he got arrested, I can't remember the exact. But Van Miller was still the. This must have been earlier than that actually, because Van Miller's last year was 04. So I had just started producing the games for our station, and Van Miller, I'll never forget this. Saw OJ come into the press box and was like, "Get him the fuck out of here!" Like this
What?
old man, this old broadcasting legend who called OJ Simpson's games.
Wow.
Didn't
Who is
want-
like a
Such a traitor.
no, but I right, but like he was like he wouldn't stand for it. He wouldn't stand for him being around the press box. He's like, "Get him out of here."
I mean, depending on how you feel about it, it makes sense.
Yeah, no,
You
it
know?
does
Yes.
make sense.
Yeah.
It was just funny because this guy's so like nonchalant and like every time I met him before he passed, I was like,
Alright.
he would joke around and like have a dad joke for you, blah blah blah. But when he saw OJ, I never saw a man so angry.
Interesting.
Damn.
It was wild.
Because he felt
He
betrayed.
got a murder in him.
Well, he murdered 2 people, man.
Yeah, he was upset about that. We would allow him to like be a part of this organization.
Yeah, like it's such a dark cloud. Like you can't
Yeah.
have it, you know?
It was wild.
But back to your USC point, I think USC, I think they're obligated as a college because you remember what they did with Reggie Bush, took away his college.
That's fucked
That
up. They
makes
brought
no
him back
sense.
though, right?
That makes no.
They brought it back, though,
They
right?
brought it back, but
That
I'm saying,
makes
look how
no-
many years.
He was on the Bills for a second.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
he
right.
was on the Bills
Yeah,
for a
that's
second.
right.
Yeah,
Damn,
it was
you're
the
right.
best.
It just makes no
Wait,
sense.
what did they take his for?
Who? Reggie?
Because of the
He's taking money?
The money.
Yeah, he was taking some cake, which is so dumb.
It's so stupid.
Everyone's
I'd take
doing it.
money too.
Everyone's taking
Everyone. These struggling
everyone's
college
taking it.
kids, and it's like
He got
he just
caught.
got caught.
Yeah, he was like a poster boy. You know, he was fucking Kardashian, and he was like, I forget when the Saints drafted him.
Oh, he won a champion.
They drafted him in 2006.
No, I forget where in the draft though. Like, was
First
he
round.
First round?
Oh, yeah.
All
First
right.
round.
Remember he used to come out on the Saints with the bat in
Yeah.
the playoffs. Yeah, he got us one Super Bowl.
Yeah, man, that's wild.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. The Reggie Bush and Matt Leiner, I believe, were on the Bills around the same time.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Isn't that crazy? And they both got like, I think Reggie Bush stuck on as a special teams guy, and Matt Leiner got cut.
Reggie Bush, they didn't at the time. the NFL didn't know what to do with him. Now,
Right.
if he came out now,
He'd be a gadget dude.
he'd be a monster.
Yeah.
Like he'd be like a McCaffrey. Like
Or like
now they figured out what to do with him.
receiver out of the backfield, like catching passes and shit.
Yeah, like the Saints
like
do
McCoy.
now. What they do now with Kamara, whatever his
McCoy.
name is.
Yeah.
McCoy.
Like, but at the time, he was like this slash.
He could have been the Taysom Hill of that.
Yeah, dude. They just
Kinda
didn't
thing.
know what to do with him because you can't just put him in the backfield.
Yeah.
So if he would have came out now, he'd have such a better career.
Yeah, it's weird how the game evolves like that. You see guys that are like gadget dudes, and you're like, holy shit, if he was in this. Like Pat White. If Pat White was Taysom Hill, he could have lit it up.
Oh, I know. It's very strange.
Football's such a great sport for the fact that you get so few reps and chances. Like, you think about it, like, there's 86 hockey games, there's 100 million baseball games, there's 17 football games a year.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I don't watch.
There's 17 football. You get
You
so
didn't know
limited.
there
I mean,
wasn't that
as
many
a
games.
No.
as a football player, you get so few chances. If
Yeah.
you have a 10-year career, you played in 170 games,
Which isn't
that's as
much.
many as a baseball player plays in one season almost. You know
Is
what
it
I mean?
because they
It's
take a
season.
lot more contact though?
I mean, well,
just-
they've scheduled that. That's just the way the
That's the
sport
schedule,
works. It's
yeah,
just the
it's
way
just
the
the-
sport works. It's
Got it.
just 17 games a year, and they're maybe trying to expand it, which is crazy. But it's just you think about that part of it, and you're like, a guy who made it to the pros could have played in 5 games and been successful and still made $1 bazillion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he played in 5 games.
But
You know,
there's also
whatever.
guys like Trell Davis, who's a Hall of Famer.
Oh,
and
yeah.
only had like really I mean, they say
Like
6
4
year
years.
career, but 4
Broncos?
years.
Yeah.
Like 4
That's what
solid
I'm saying.
years.
And he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
4 years of your life.
It's like the Beatles
That
or
ain't
some
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing.
It's crazy to think
Yeah.
about that.
I think it's the popularity thing. Like, and it goes to my next question. So, NFL films, best film ever with the NFL was
That's wonderful.
Any Given Sunday.
Yeah.
Right?
I thought you were talking
You're
about the
saying football
entity.
movie.
I thought you were talking about the entity of
films is
NFL
great.
films.
That's a actual NFL films.
Do you know that they mic up players every
yes,
week and then they
yeah.
compile footage? for
Exactly.
things
I
in
watched
case,
the-
just in case something monumental happens.
Well, they did a lot for the Patriots. You remember the Super Bowl winnings? And
That's all that you saw because that was the monumental things. But they'll tape everything
everything.
Seriously?
Guys
just
are
in
mic'd up
case.
nonstop.
If there's a crazy moment where it's like some earth-shattering moment, let's say NFL Films has it. Do you know what I mean? From Jump back in the
Yeah.
70s.
the guy who started passed away, but
Yeah.
they had a whole archive
Sable.
of just old school shit.
and it's on the NFL Network.
yeah.
Okay.
But what was your?
Yeah.
You're talking about football.
But you were talking about like movies.
Yeah, movies. But I was saying, and you saying NHL, you're in the big, like, over there in them field. I'm not over there in the streets. I'm not.
No,
in
sure,
the
sure,
streets.
sure.
What's the NHL movie?
It sucks. All we got is Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks.
Which is dog shit. You watch Mighty Ducks nowadays?
Yeah,
dog
it's
shit.
awful.
Dog shit.
Oh, it doesn't hold up.
It's still coming.
It's corny as fuck now. You go like, how did I even like this when I was
I'm
like
trying
8?
to think.
Yeah, now
it's a
it's-
Disney thing. I'm
Yeah,
trying-
like there's not a
there's
great
no-
Miracle on Ice. That's a good one because it's about the
USA hockey
Americans
team
beating the
beat Russia?
Russians.
Yes.
Yeah, that's back in 1980.
Slapshot. You seen that?
Slapshot's good, but it's like campy. It's like about
Yeah.
enforcers and stuff. You know what's a good documentary about hockey?
What?
Is
The Enforcers one. Have you
Yes.
seen that?
What the fuck? The last something or other. It's like there's a guy in it that he's like, if I could go back and do it all again, I would do it with more fire. And you're like, oh my god, it makes your dick hard.
There's a documentary.
It's all about the last,
It's about
like,
Is it this?
Ice Guardians.
Ice Guardians,
Yeah,
yes.
Ice Guardians.
And it gives you the significance of fighting in the sport and why it's important and why the fact that they're trying to get rid of it is stupid. They're trying to get rid of it because of concussions, which in fact it actually prevents concussions more than it causes concussions, believe it or not. Because they're fighting in a way, and you know this as a fighter probably, they're on skates, they got loose jerseys and
Yeah.
shit. They're never going to clock each other to the point where like anyone's going to get any real, like maybe on occasion, but no one's going to really get significant brain
They're
damage
settling
from
their
fights.
differences out with that
Exactly.
instead of taking out what on the
Meanwhile,
stars.
if they take it out on a star
Yeah.
and they're decking them into the corner,
Yeah.
they're going to fucking give them brain
more
damage
damage,
than they would get in a fight.
But it's all about optics, right? Especially in this woke world we're
Right.
in, where they're saying you're going to allow these guys to fight, but like the mayhem, that happened in the NBA.
Yeah,
you know,
Palace in the Palace.
Yeah.
that shit was...
yeah. So like, that shit was crazy.
NBA was back.
Yeah,
But that was with like fans and shit, right?
Yeah.
man.
I mean,
Man
that's
got
different.
knocked out. That's just
Yeah,
different.
right,
Yeah, that's different than
Fighting's part
two
of the
dudes on the
game.
like.
Yeah.
That's part like a ref actually stands there and lets them square off and
Yes.
settle it. And then once it's settled, it's a momentum
It's
shifter
over,
and
yes.
it's done because no one's gonna fuck with that guy again.
Yep.
You know.
Now, hear me out.
Yeah.
Never
That's
mind.
why I don't know why more. This is maybe derogatory, but I don't know why more black people aren't into hockey. There's fighting and it's illegal.
Yeah, it's
well,
great.
as long as we learn how to
great.
skate on ice, because we know how to skate on like.
And there's a ton of white people to beat the shit out of.
Well, yeah.
Hockey
I didn't know this was a race thing.
It could have been. It could have been. Is all I'm saying.
I had an enforcer at the time for the Avalanche. I forget his name, but he came to me because we're with the same trainer, Lauren Landau. Shout out to Lauren. He came to me. He's like, I want you to help me work on technique on the
Interesting.
ice. And I was like, you're on the ice, dude. It's like, it's
just-
You're on
not what I
skates.
do. Like,
Yeah.
your footing's all weird. Like,
gotta
dude,
grip their
just grab
jersey
their
in a way.
Jersey, dude. and
You gotta.
fucking-
That's the way they do it. They gotta. There's a strategy. You
There's
grip,
strategy.
grip, and
Yeah, grip.
fucking rip like
Yeah.
this. You pull them into you.
And he was a big.
Have you seen
tough
it? It's so
fucking
funny
dude.
when you see them guys just time it.
Oh man,
They'll
you wanna
knock
check
each
it out?
other out. They'll fight each other
I want
out.
you to get on a. I'm gonna key you onto an Instagram account.
Okay.
Hockey fights.
Oh, hold on, wait.
Just fucking go to that Instagram
Hockey
account.
fights.
That's
No,
all they
They're
do.
great. Have you ever seen the hockey, like the real hockey fights?
I've never really.
This dude,
I don't know
his
anything
job
about
was an
hockey.
enforcer. So you know, like on Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
How he was like, he was the most technical dude, but he could do some stuff well, but he was like fucking dudes up.
Yeah.
Like there's real guys like that.
There's a guy from Buffalo, Rob Ray, who I grew up watching. He kind of dated my cousin,
Hell yeah.
and
Kind of means he
they've-
hooked up with your cousin.
he just fucked my cousin.
Thank you for clarifying.
I mean, it's not live to the audience. Come on, Josh. It's not live to the audience.
What the fuck?
He was,
Rob Ray fucked my cousin.
yeah, he was digging that down.
Yeah. And so this guy has a rule named after him because he used to go out on the ice. Now, a jersey on the NHL, you have equipment under it, right? Pads
Yeah.
and shit. You have strap in the back that like attaches to that. You got like some snaps up here that attaches your jersey so that it's attached to the equipment.
Yeah.
He would leave all that shit loose so that when you fought him and you grab his jersey, he could slip out of it. And
then
he'd be
beat your ass.
completely shirtless
yeah.
and fight a dude shirtless so they couldn't grab him. And he would beat the shit out of dudes. If you just type in Rob Ray fight, it'll be him shirtless fighting a dude. And
And-
they had to make a Rob Ray rule that if your shirt comes off in a fight, it's legitimately like you get like a game misconduct or something.
Now here's what's a bummer, because when you're a kid and you want to play hockey, you want to
see
be
this
Wayne
shit, yeah.
Gretzky, you want to be the guy scoring all the goals, and there comes a point in your career where the coach goes, "Hey, come here." So you're never gonna be that guy. You're never
we
gonna
go.
be the
Check this out.
headlining comic.
yeah.
You're gonna be the guy that goes after their guy in fight.
He's beating the shit out of this
Oh.
guy. He's not even taking his jersey off yet.
Oh,
because
Is that Ty Domi?
you're not
Oh,
the
no, that's not Ty
fastest.
Domi.
You're
It's
not.
Mike
You're not
Vicoro.
the.
but here's the thing.
You're not the
you
pretty
have the
boy.
helmet on. Why? What do you?
There, he's
No,
taking
it's
it
not
off
a
now.
helmet.
Ah,
the,
fuck.
the helmet's only like
Came
it's
off
like
too
a
late.
the leather football helmet. It's like
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
nothing.
thin. It's not
It's thin. It's like a bike helmet. Rob Ray was the shit, dude. I remember
Which
being a
one's
kid.
Rob Ray?
Rob Ray's 32 right
in the
there in the blue. He's beating up a Philadelphia Flyer, Dave Brown, the fucking dirty Philadelphia Flyers.
Wait, isn't
Piece
this
of
about that?
Watch, see how loose his jersey is right now already?
Was it Sean William Scott? Isn't that a hockey movie he's in?
He's in Goon. Yeah. That's what this is about. Rob Ray was a goon. These are goons. These guys that fight. See, he took his shirt off, but
As a kid, I collected Eric Lindros.
I'm not gonna lie. to you.
Eric Lindros, fuck,
Yeah.
I fucking hate Eric Lindros. He was my arch nemesis as a kid.
So they let him fight until they get to the ground, pretty much.
They'll let him. I
They
mean,
let him go for a while.
Yeah, I
like
mean-
kind of both exhausted, and they break.
here comes
it
his jersey. It's all the way off. He wants it off.
Yeah.
dude.
I'm
not gonna lie.
Every time he wanted it off.
Josh, I'm not gonna
Is
lie.
he
He's
bodied up
getting his
or
ass
no?
whooped this fight.
No, look, he's coming
up.
back.
He
Here
got
it
some
is.
dad bod.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it's over, dog. He's knocked some bitches out, dude.
No,
Him and-
dudes will get knocked out. Yeah.
Okay.
Him and
Right.
Ty Domi used
was
to
getting
fight
whooped.
all the time. Ty
Wow,
Domi
they
was
just separate
there's Ty
like
Domi right there.
that.
Oh,
Him
yeah.
and Ty Domi went at this is Ty Domi on the fucking
Ooh,
Winnipeg
ooh,
Jets.
ooh,
Those
ooh,
bitches.
going at it.
Yeah,
Oh.
these two are two of the best fighters ever in the history of time, and they would battle, dude. They were when Ty Domi was on the Maple
Josh,
Leafs.
hold on. I need to pay attention.
Okay, go ahead.
Dude, some of the enforcers are bigger than me. Some of them are fucking
Big dude, yeah,
jacked.
six some feet.
Again, sometimes their goal is to be Wayne Gretzky, but at some point in the career, it has to be heartbreaking. Oh shit!
Well, no, it doesn't become your goal because eventually you go to juniors, you go to minor leagues,
Yeah.
and you know what you are,
Yep.
and you're waiting to be called up so you can protect the star.
Yeah. Got
you
it.
get signed to the team that's got the biggest star. You know you're gonna.
That's
fight
your
some
job.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
back in
So-
the '90s.
But
especially.
that documentary, the enforcer talks about it, he goes, dude, my life was terrible because I'd be at the movie theater, my kid, knowing tomorrow, like I'm not scoring the goals, like I got to fight this monster.
you know you're
It's
going
my-
into a game, you gotta square
It's
off.
like a
against
UFC
dudes.
fighter. Like you're trying to enjoy life, but you know tomorrow
also, it's
you're
not-
fucking scrapping.
But I mean, you've been in the ring, so you know this. Like when you were in the UFC, you knew you were gonna fight the guy. In the NHL, they didn't know, like, they're like, is a situation gonna arise? So they had to, like,
But you
gauge
know you're the
temperatures.
guy.
Yeah, like if
It's
it
so
does arise,
stressful.
So there's
exactly,
a specific guy for that.
Yes,
yeah.
and
And
so
they're
they
the toughest
and
guys in the
league.
oftentimes they'll be like, we don't have any threats this week. You're gonna be scratched. Go watch it from the fucking box.
Yep.
But then they're like, hey, you're going to
Showtime.
be dressing tonight. And you're going like, all right, let's check the roster out and see who's out here.
Oh,
Who I'm gonna-
wow.
But, and there's a lot of times like they're enforcers, so you know who you're going
Yeah.
against, and they would have battles, dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
So it's
that's
like
what Rob Ray and Ty Domi.
So
epic.
those enforcers, like they know exactly who they're fighting, how tough the guy is. So the guy's talking about like the stress he was under all the time.
Because you knew it was impending.
Okay,
you just didn't
so
know when it was going
It's
to happen.
exhausting.
So
Yeah.
beyond the fighting part, what are they doing like on the ice, like when the game's
They're
going?
keeping people in check so that like their star, say the star is, in front of the net trying to score. If one of the defenders comes in and jacks him, that guy's coming in and giving you fucking heat for that.
Yes.
Like-
or if you fuck with the goalie, like
Yeah.
you ever seen
If you
someone
fuck
fuck with the goalie?
yeah, you're
it's
fucking
the
done.
best.
Yeah.
like someone like runs into the goalie and the
If you
goalie
run the
pushes
goal,
him.
yeah.
You'll see homeboy, the enforcer, come from all the other way
street
in,
rules.
and it's street rules and fuck them up.
Yeah, that's
What
his
the
job.
fuck is hockey?
Hockey's beautiful.
It's the best.
I know it's not a popular sport.
They're trying
but
to
when you
ruin it
watch
by getting rid of this
hockey's
element, by the
beautiful.
way.
Hockey's the way sports should be.
How is it like going to a live NHL game?
Oh,
The
hold
best,
up,
dude.
dude.
It's the best.
Josh,
Sabres game? Fuck,
It's
dude. Back in the
again,
day.
I'm not I won't watch hockey on TV.
Yeah.
In live, it's hands down. Besides UFC, I'm biased. But as far as live
It's
sports,
violent,
it's
it's
the
amazing.
best sport you can watch.
Check
if
in
you want
this
to go on
thing.
a date with your girl,
Yeah.
fuck NFL, fuck NBA.
Yeah.
NHL is the best
Really?
in-person sport to watch.
The checks
Dude,
are brutal,
You
dude.
get there, the checks on the ice, you'll see how talented they are on the ice. It's mind blowing. It's fucking nuts how good they are on ice. It's nuts.
You've been to the games and shit?
Oh yeah, because
We'll
you
check
remember
it out.
I grew up Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah, Avalanche.
Forsberg, Sakic, Patrick Waugh.
Waugh.
Dude, we
That was
had
back
a
in the day, yeah.
Squad.
That was the
and I remember
championship team.
my dad. I'll never forget this. My dad, because it was the Avalanche and the Detroit Red Wings
Yep.
were like that was the scrap,
Yep.
and it was the biggest ticket in all of the land. And some dude gave my dad basically ice ringside tickets. And my dad goes, "You want to go?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, we're going." Some dude offered my dad, I think $5,000 a ticket. We didn't have a lot of money. I'm like, "Dude, Dad, fucking sell them." He's like, "No way." He's like, "The experience you're gonna get from this is priceless." And I was like, "You're out of your
That's
mind."
beautiful.
He said, you're out of your
He bought me a Patrick
Patrick Waugh.
jersey. He had a Forsberg jersey on. I will never forget it. It was on.
I have a moment like that with my
real.
dad, too.
I think that's why I'm so passionate about it now. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was unreal, dude.
My dad, when I was a kid, took me to. I was a giant. I was like a Sabres nut to the point where I was like keeping stats in notebooks and shit. Like this is when between the age of like 11 to 16, I was obsessed. Watch every fucking game. I had no life, no girls. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
Yeah.
not going out
Nerd
and shit.
alert, yeah.
So you just watch exactly nerd alert.
Yeah, nerd
I was
alert.
watching every fucking game, same spot of the house. And my dad took me to the year we went to the Stanley Cup in '99. My dad took me to the series we played against Toronto in the playoffs. All the home games, it was fucking. I'll never forget it. I can't even thank my dad enough for doing that. You know
Yeah,
what I
isn't
mean?
it weird? Those certain moments, like I will never.
He got it from like a
forget.
guy at work, like
Yeah,
so
man.
wild, you know.
I'll never forget that. I remember the guy.
So y'all dads was around and shit?
Yeah,
That was.
we lost this about
Not
you,
only
man.
I lost him on the
this about you,
NHL
man.
and the dad part.
Yeah,
My dad
what's
was
that
A
around.
real white boy talk. Right
Yeah. What's it like?
I mean, honestly,
dude, I'm telling you, I will never forget. I remember
I had
the
a
guy
dad.
goes, "What ticket you got?" My dad shows him, and the guy goes, "I'll give you $5,000 a piece for him." I'm like,
that's wild.
dude, we're going Sizzler.
Yeah, yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
sell those. And we needed the money. My
I
dad was
love
like,
how you
"No,
said
we're
Scissors
going."
as the first choice.
Yeah, we going
This was
Sizzler.
popping back in
My dad fucked around on my mom a shit ton, but he took me to a lot of hockey games, and I love
So
you,
you
Dad.
forgive him.
I love you, Dad. I love you, Dad, forever.
Dad,
I remember he used to take me on the subway to the. I remember going downtown like as a child, like 4 or 5 years old, and he used to take me when I was young enough where he could get me in for free because he'd just lie and say I'd sit on the lap or whatever. Because I was small. I was a tiny kid even when I was 5. So like he would be like, he's 2.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. And I'd be like, I'm 5. And he'd be like, shut up.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Oh, my dad used to do like con stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bro, we used to
For
go
free.
to like Six Flags and he'll put me in a wheelchair.
Tight move, Dad.
I didn't have these
go
thick
right
glasses
there. We
back
go
then, but
right-
he could have done that probably back then.
Figure his ass out.
Put me on a ride, mother. We skipped the line, me and my
That's the
family.
best way to
I
go
remember
about
I
it.
felt like Tom Cruise because when we had those tickets, you were allowed to go in this VIP area where there's food, and the food was ridiculous.
What?
It was
Yeah.
so cool, man. Some of the best memories I have is hockey.
Hockey's
which
the
is so
shit, dude.
weird. I never talk about hockey till you came
It's
up.
so fun, dude. I love it. I wish the Sabres were better. I wish the sport was in a better place.
The Kings are good though too. It's funny.
They're
'cause-
not good anymore. They've
Yeah,
been
but
pretty shitty
it's
these last couple
funny
years.
because LA, right? If the team's good, like that's the thing to go to.
Yeah.
When the Kings were good, that was the ticket in town.
It's so, you know what I found weird? When it was 2018, I went to a Sabres game. It was like the daytime. It was so weird. It was like a Saturday at 1 p.m. or something. I couldn't believe how many Latino people were hockey fans.
Oh yeah.
It was crazy.
Kings,
Like in
big
Buffalo,
time.
you don't see that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's all. So
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
got it.
whoa, this is weird. You know, it's cool, but it's weird.
All right, let's go to some current events. What do you got?
Sure, yeah. Sure.
Shout out to hockey.
If we can convert you
one?
two to hockey.
I'm trying.
Okay, so over in Dallas, there is a restaurant that is known for modern day comfort food, and it's a black owned business who primarily caters to a black clientele.
They make like soul food.
Yeah, they make soul food, like elevated soul food. And there is a clip of the restaurant owner going off on his patrons, and it's mostly women. He's basically saying, if you're gonna twerk in my restaurant, get the fuck out. Because I guess they were playing Megan Thee Stallion. There was a group
Who
eating
was
dinner.
playing? Was the
restaurant was playing Megan Thee
do
Stallion.
that.
Yeah, what do you think gonna
Yeah,
happen?
I hear that I start
Yeah.
twerking.
Exactly.
second
You play
thing I
Megan Thee
saw.
Stallion, you have
oh
to shake
yeah.
your
I'll
ass.
shake-
I saw
Somebody
this
has to
story
shake their
and
ass.
I
I'll shake
thought
my
the
ass.
same thing.
I-
about it.
Yada 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 yada.
I will snap my dick to that
Yeah.
Megan Thee Stallion. I will snap this dick.
Wait,
dog.
no, hold on.
There you go.
Let
Why
me
you-
see it.
why you
Yeah,
flanking
like
me?
Why is me snapping my dick?
Yeah, there's a group of girls
Josh
hanging
knows
out
what I'm
having
talking about.
dinner. They start twerking a little bit, getting a little rowdy, but it doesn't seem like they're bothering anyone.
And
But
he
this
goes
restaurant
off on
owner
them?
saw, was super mad, goes off on them saying, like, this is why black people can't have nice
Oh,
things.
wow.
He goes off on
He's
them.
black also, though.
Yes, he is also.
Josh wanted to clarify.
Thank you,
behind
Josh.
this building into developing this concept so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a... Come on! Stop the music, please!
Does he have a short?
He tells his
neck-
own
does he
DJ
have
to
a
stop the music
turtleneck
there.
with short sleeves on.
Okay?
It looks like it.
Yep.
Can I tell you?
Turtleneck. Yeah.
Take it to Prime, take it to Pink. Don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out my restaurant.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Shit.
But hold on. It
has a
is his
point.
restaurant.
He has
It
a
is
point.
his
You know what I'm
restaurant.
saying?
Absolutely.
It is his
He
restaurant.
has
It is
a
his
point, but that
restaurant.
get the fuck out was kind of like
We were talking. We were
Yeah.
talking Sopranos earlier. This guy is the black Artie Bucco.
Yeah,
love
he ain't
Artie
having
Bucco.
it.
He was
I love
good.
Artie Bucco too, but this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He fucked up in the fact that, listen, he in that clip he told his own DJ shut the music down.
Yeah.
He brought the DJ and paid him to be there.
But also to play Meg Thee Stallion.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Which you hear Meg
Would
Thee Stallion, you
con-
can't
you're-
help but
you're-
shake your ass.
It's
Exactly.
popping right now. It's
Exactly.
popping.
But also,
You
I
can't
got
have
good
a-
food.
You
Meg
can't
Thee
have a
Stallion,
DJ
Yeah.
in
White,
your club.
black, Mexican, we
But hold
shaking.
on, hold on. Here's a conspiracy theory.
We shaking.
We shaking ass. All right.
I'm snapping my dick.
Well, don't you?
Yada 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 yada.
Wait till you finish. Yo, don't you think that the guy just did that to get exposure?
No, because this fucks him.
No, because
Because the younger audience are never
No,
going
people
there.
are
Yeah.
mad about this.
Yeah, but-
this guy fucked up.
His Yelp reviews, I bet, are awful now.
Awful,
Like
yeah.
this
Yeah.
ain't the look, man.
He had to make an apology.
Of course.
Now,
course
like-
he did.
now, if they were twerking to like Beethoven or something,
Who twerks
and
to
he was like,
Beethoven?
"I want to."
Well, I'm just saying,
I'm
to
just
his
saying,
point, like, you're gonna play that, like, expect
he
the
wants a
consequences.
fine dining restaurant experience, but he still employed a DJ to play Meg Thee Stallion.
Bro, he said
Dan,
no.
he says no caps, no slides, no tank top. I agree, no slides. Don't wear those to my shows.
He says especially the
fucking
furry ones.
Madagascar too.
don't wear those ever again. Have some
What are
respect for
slides?
yourself.
They're sandals, right?
You got rules now,
No
bro?
body suits. How? No body suits.
Thank you.
Body
Thank
suit?
you.
Wouldn't it
No
work
body.
that?
What's up, dog?
Come on,
This is
bro.
a jumper. I can't go there and fine dine.
I was gonna talk to you off air about that.
no,
Look, so
no cussing. no jerseys, no
custom.
sagging pants. You know what he's saying?
No sweatsuits.
I
He
know
wants
you're
white people to
You know
come
what
to his
he's saying?
restaurant. Yeah.
No black people.
Yeah.
And
you're black.
Bro,
No.
that is the realest shit ever because that is so true. Anytime like with clubs,
Yeah.
yes,
Clubs
They
are
do
like
it all the
no
time.
jerseys,
Yep.
no jewelry.
Zoom in back there. Listen to the first line that you know is not for black men. No baseball caps, casual headwear. No do-rags.
Yeah, they put
No
that in there.
do-rags.
Listen,
Like they're like,
I'm a
by the way, if
culture
you're thinking
vulture.
about
Let's just
do-rags.
say I couldn't go in there. Look at me. Look
Yeah,
at
me neither. I would never be able to
I
allow
have
it
a
in
jumper. I have kicks on. I have a hat on. I have jewelry
Yeah,
on.
damn.
I couldn't go in that restaurant. So you wouldn't have me in your restaurant?
No, he don't want you.
That's
don't want
insane.
me.
He don't want you.
That's the polite way of saying can't have black people. And you're a black-owned restaurant.
That's so messed up. And I support black.
He's Tyrone Biggums.
But also, he also doesn't go full throttle in that realm because he's then employing a DJ to play that music.
Yeah, to play that
Thank
music.
you. Thank you.
To
It's
play
very
that
confusing.
So
music.
he has his own hang-up still. Like, he can't go full one way or the other. So he's like, he's a torn man, I think. He's
Yeah.
in
I
his own
think
shitty
he's
place.
confused. He's
Yes,
a narcissist. But then he
exactly.
also says, be respectful anyone who's breaking these rules. Be respectful when informing a guest that they're not following our dress code.
Oh, so it's
You
not like a
respectful?
bouncer situation.
When he went, take that shit somewhere else.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
and
yeah.
get the fuck out
Get
of
the
here.
fuck out of my
Do
restaurant.
we have any footage?
And you
of
also
them
have a
twerking?
short
No,
sleeve
we don't.
turtleneck on. I have so many questions.
That is, I thought he had it rolled
Now,
out.
I'll
I think
tell
he
you
was.
this
I think
much.
he thinks he was being polite in that moment.
Yeah, I'll tell you this much.
you
If the
will.
food's popping, all right, you got
Yeah,
it.
who cares?
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That's what he did
You
that
got
for.
it, dog. The food's popping. All right.
All right, no,
Yeah, that's the
realest
I
shit
won't
you
wear
said
the
all
Jordans
day.
tonight.
What do you want? You can
put
call
a
me
tie
a
on.
cracker. What the fuck you want to do, dog? If that food's popping, I'll
gotta
be
wear
your
a
cracker.
jacket.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting this sea bass.
Whatever. I'll come in there with a tuxedo on. And a fucking-
Hell yeah.
My hair parted. Call me a cracker, dog.
Wait, what's his restaurant called?
True
It's called True Food.
which is also a
That's a chain.
Nah. I know what you're talking
No,
about.
it's like
Stole that
True
name.
Foods and Kitchen,
Yeah.
something like that. There's another part to it. True Food Kitchen.
Yeah.
I believe
you're not getting any
talking
black
about True Soul.
celebrities. You ain't getting anybody. I'll tell you this. I go to Dallas. I'm going.
you're going.
I'm going. I got to try it out now.
Are you going to twerk
I
while
know,
you're
yeah,
there?
I want to see that fucking menu.
Don't play Make the Stallion. I won't shake my ass, dude.
Yeah,
That's
just
on
don't.
you.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's on
Fucking-
you. That's
That's
on
on
you
you,
for
dog.
employing the DJ.
You play
Why do
some
have music?
Diplo and you don't expect me to take my shirt off?
Yeah, play some
What?
elevator music at a low level if you don't want
Yeah.
people to twerk.
Oh man, you can just tell.
Oh, dude, you can just tell.
Is that the
Off
restaurant guy?
jump.
yeah, that's the owner.
Yo, what's that menu like?
Wait, hold on. Go to that chicken chip. Let me see what this.
Hey, bring up the menu. Ooh.
That's like a.
It does look good. It does look good.
Okay.
You look at that like an ass pick.
Okay.
You got a point. Bring up the menu, Chin.
Let's see what this menu's got.
You just look at that like it's cakes.
Now I'll get mad at the girls.
Sit your asses down.
Fucking up the rest of us, man.
How dare you tarnish this chicken when you're twerking? How dare you? Do you see this chicken?
Entrees, Southern Fried Nashville Hot or Asian Hennessy.
Oh my God,
Smug-
this guy.
dude.
Asian
All right.
Hennessy?
I'm on his
Surf
team
and
now.
turf.
Asians love
I'm with
Hennessy.
this dude.
Yeah.
Take your twerking somewhere else, you ratchet
fucking-
hoe.
Bro, he sell fish for $13. This is some reasonable prices right here.
Yeah, right.
Shrimp
Look
and
at you got
grits.
fries.
Grits, chicken and waffles.
He's got a
fried
waffle
chicken.
section.
and Moet.
Dude,
And
look at
Moet.
the waffles. Butter pecan, cinnamon roll.
Peach
oh my
cobbler.
God,
You
dude.
don't-
Wait, what's Moet?
Yo, Moet.
Champagne.
That's fucking in the special.
Desserts, peach cobbler, $7. Come
Mac
on.
and cheese.
Shrimp
come
and
on,
grits?
son.
I might have to follow
Banana
them.
pudding? Come
Dude,
on.
fuck those twerkers. I'm done.
Yeah, sit your
Yeah,
asses
fuck them
down.
hoes.
This is a
dog.
fine
We
dining.
tryna-
dining
you
Ratchet bitches.
He's so stupid. We're so stupid.
What the fuck is going on right now?
It's funny how
Suddenly you're
food
with him now.
supersedes buns.
I know,
Hell yeah, dude.
we were talking all that shit at first.
I'm on his team now, dude.
You see the menu.
Hold on,
You're
go to
like,
that.
fuck this twerking
That look
shit.
kind of
Oh,
good. You ain't
shit.
lying.
God damn.
I bet it's bomb.
Oh, I bet it's so good.
Look how it's served, but that looks
place was
small.
lit.
I don't want the small proportions. Though. I want the.
you'll be all
That's
right.
what-
You'll be
yeah,
all right.
yeah, dog.
Look.
That's why it's $13. Look how small that is,
Dude, that's a
not bad.
lobster,
That's a-
son.
Yeah.
It's like deep fried or
You got
something
it.
too.
That's like perfect amount, like for deep fried food.
We're just doing a show. It's between, I forget where it's at. It's in Texas. It's between San Antonio
Are you
and
going to stop
Austin.
by?
I'm trying to see how far that is.
Yeah, right.
It's in Dallas.
Who's this?
Oh,
place?
who's the
It's
girls?
far from
Yeah,
San,
that's far.
San Marcos. San
that?
Marcos.
San Marcos.
How far
I
is
don't
that?
know.
I don't know
Is
Texas.
it, wait, what
it's
college
between.
is
It's,
there?
it's literally, I think, San Marcos.
Hey, go to that video.
It's between Austin and Dallas.
one?
Literally,
That one right
Austin
there?
and
San Antonio.
San Antonio. It's literally in the middle.
Ooh.
Oh my God, that's what coming in twerking. Hold on now.
No, they ain't twerking. They're
Okay, so if you promote
That
this
was-
on your, see what I'm saying?
Damn. Oh, she's like works it.
You think they allow white people?
Hold on, I think she said. I don't think that's the demographic.
You know what's funny? If they didn't allow white people, we would just be like, "You're right."
Yeah, I'd be like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him right there with
That's
the
him.
girl.
Ooh, that's his girl?
No, she's
No,
like a.
I think she's doing her own like food show on the internet.
She's doing like
and
a review of it. Yeah.
Damn, Jade.
Jada.
Shrimp and grits.
Make you want to slap your mama.
Hold up, there's a table back here. Y'all, how's the food? That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell y'all.
She bad.
For real, okay, keep on.
She's super bad.
We got shrimp and grits, but beyond the food, we've got phenomenal drinks here too. We've got drinks that catch on fire. We've got.
I don't want that.
Y'all want to
That's
show?
wild.
Yeah, show me to the
Like,
food.
It
Sounds
seems like
fire.
the type of restaurant girls will go to, dress up, have dinner with their friends.
Yeah, sounds like my place.
Sounds like the type of place you should get away with twerking every now and
But
then.
also don't do
Yeah,
it.
maybe like on
Like
a
you-
wild night or something.
Yeah,
right?
on a wild night, a Saturday, not
But
a
also
Tuesday.
don't
though.
do it.
What's that, fried pickles?
Chin, let me see.
But also, don't
that's what
tarnish
they
my man's restaurant.
Yeah. Don't fuck this up for us, man.
Okay, you get a little
I
photo.
wonder if he's
shoot.
going to allow me in there.
Okay. Look at Barack. Look at Barack. Look at Barack. He got Barack in the
Damn,
Wait, is that really?
MIB.
No, I think that's an RP.
Yeah, I was like,
Got
is
his
that
men in
Photoshop?
black suit on.
Damn, that place is lit.
I want to go.
Shit, dude.
I want to swing in
Maybe
it.
this was a
so
good
bad
work.
now?
Then it
Are those
actually
fried pickles?
Yeah, it looks like fried pickles.
I'm
Fried
back on
pickles
team,
and fried
team
lobster.
restaurant, dude.
Oh.
He did get trashed for doing this twerking video, but I am on his.
I've
team.
never heard of it till it got trashed, and I'm on board.
See, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
I like how we
Yeah,
went straight for that
conspiracy
menu though.
I don't think he was.
The moment you
I
see
don't
the
know if
food,
it was
you're
that
like, it's
involved,
fine.
Oh,
but
look at those chicken and waffles.
I know. They're like fancy waffles.
oh my
They're
god,
miniature waffles.
yeah, you can dip it in that syrup.
Small as hell. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Bro,
This
you
is
not
like
gonna
a
eat that
multiple
much anyway.
You're a
stuff.
fucking
You can't even
hater.
finish. He can't even finish a meal at Chick-fil-A. Asshole.
You know what? Maybe he doesn't want you there, Malik. How about that?
Yeah, how about
Hold
that?
on. She do. Wait, who is that?
I don't know.
Just post
Dude,
up
just
outside.
baddies everywhere.
Oh my god.
Check out
Yeah,
the
they're not gonna.
forehead.
They're not gonna post the fucking. They're not gonna post the mutants that they get going. Up in there. You know what I mean?
Hell is this dude problem? Yo, you got a problem, dog. Yo. That was uncalled for.
Check out the foreheads.
Check out the foreheads. We all see it here.
I know.
Yo, what the fuck?
What else you guys got?
They're not gonna post mutants up in there.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so Millie Bobby Brown
Oh my
posted on
God.
her Instagram story. I think it was yesterday or maybe 2 days ago. What happened?
About to fire
Do you
off.
know about
Keep
it?
going. Yeah,
Yeah,
I read.
I don't know what.
I
I
wanna
don't know
hear
what
it
happened.
now.
I knew
Go
the
ahead.
last one, but
Okay, so she
another-
goes
how-
onto Instagram. She's like in a car and she talks about how she was just out shopping with her mom,
How long are
and
we
a
gonna
fan
pretend?
comes up to her. She doesn't say like how old the fan is, but she says it's a woman who came up to her saying, "Hi, are you such and such?" She says yes, and the fan then proceeds to ask her, "Can I take a video of you?" And she thought that it was going to be a photo or video with her, but she's like, "No, like you just doing whatever it is you're doing, and I'm just going to video you while you're in the store."
That is weird.
And Millie Bobby Brown goes ahead and says, like, "No, I'm not really comfortable with that. I'm with my mom right now. We're just trying to get some Christmas shopping done." And this woman proceeds to kind of follow her around the store, recording her.
Sure.
And she turns around and says, like, "Oh, can you please stop?"
She says I'm a human.
Yeah, she says, "I'm a human. This is disrespectful." She
what
gets
does her mom do during?
I don't know. She doesn't really say what her mom did.
I would've tripped
So
her
she
out.
ended up leaving. She gets in the car, does an Instagram story,
Deletes her
starts
TikTok
crying.
or some shit, right?
I don't know.
I think she
didn't see that
deleted one of her
Oh.
social media apps.
She's also a 16-year-old girl.
That's the thing. Like, if I'm the mom, I go like, "This is a child."
The mom didn't say shit.
That's what I'm
She
saying. The
didn't say
mom's just
anything
like,
about
"Oh,
it.
mom."
It's on the mom to do it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
but also, like celebrities have dealt with way worse than this. Like, girl, you're just getting started. You
Right.
think this is bad? Tom Cruise had some bitch break into his house and film.
But she doesn't have
shit.
that perspective being
You
16.
filmed his ding-a-ling?
I made,
But
that
that's
up.
also
No,
like
they did break into his
there
house.
are recorded stories and situations of her ever since she got onto Stranger Things of like older people DMing her shit because she was a star as a kid.
Yeah,
You
so
mean,
she has
are you
people kinda
accusing
like-
Drake right now?
play this, Chin.
Hi, everyone.
You mean Drake?
You
have a point.
Went shopping with my mum for Christmas.
Oh, she British?
I got
Yeah.
Yep.
This is bullshit when you make a video about it.
I was,
An animal.
and I said, yes. And she said, "Can I take a video of you?" I said, No. But why would anyone want to be taken a video of me, you know? Like it's not like of the both of us, like of me. At the end of the day, I don't need to justify it to anyone. If I don't want to be taken a video of, I don't have to be. And I was paying, and she walked past me and began to video me again. And I said, I'm a human being. Like, what more can I ask from you? I asked her, and she said, so I can't take a video of a human being? And I said, no, not when I said no. It just makes me upset when people try and push the boundary. And I just wish people were more respectful. Still trying to navigate this all, and it's still overwhelming. I will take a picture with you, but when you push the boundary and you try and fight me on it, where are my rights to say no? I'm making this video to say, you have to show more respect for others. No matter who they are, what they do, show respect, human being to human being. It's just manner.
I respect that.
No matter.
You see, it's cut up though. It's weird.
What more?
That's because it's a story.
I didn't know if you guys cut it up or what.
within the stories. It's chopped up inside the story.
It's edited.
Yeah.
No, that's I didn't know if you guys cut it up or what. But
You know, I think she's young.
I respect it.
You don't need to cry, but she's young.
Right.
You know, like that. Yeah.
you don't need to make a video about it even.
Yeah.
It's an incident that you could have, if you were older, you go, that person's gross and they're shitty, but water off the back. You
But
move
like,
on.
if you say no, can you put that motherfucker in a headlock?
No.
Well, she's
Then
a
they'll press
young
charges.
girl.
Oh, really?
No, you can.
If I was her, I'd be like, man, this is fucking terrible. Then I'd go to my bank account, and be like, damn, that shit's dope.
Right. That's the thing. She's
That would be
16.
my day. I'm like, damn, that shit was
But
crazy.
you're 37. She's
Yeah,
16.
she's 16.
That's true. She is young, so that's the one thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
You know
the
what
thing.
famous
Her
and she's
brain
like-
is fucked
So you know
up.
what I do at 16?
What would you do?
I'd look at my bank account, I'm like, damn, that shit's crazy. And then at 16, I would jump in my fucking Ferrari from Stranger Things 3 and fucking drive home.
I get where you're coming from, but I remember myself at 16.
Yeah,
and I would have had it if I'm her, and she probably does.
Okay.
I would have an ego out the ass.
Yeah.
and I'd
Oh,
be like,
have you
everything
heard
I
the
say,
stories on her and
I'm
the
special.
rest
No,
of the
I know
cast?
she's. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
she's
Nightmare.
mean?
Nightmare.
Really?
Nightmare. She didn't get along with the other kids.
Why not?
She's way more famous than
kid
everybody.
with the
She's
teeth and
11.
shit?
She's 11.
You talk about Finn
You talking about the kid who was
Finn Wolfgang, the guy who's gonna actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, the other kid went
Oh,
on to
you're
do
talking about a
like
different
It and stuff. He's big.
Yeah. He's
the one
big.
kid's big.
Which kid?
Finn,
The black guy?
Finn Wolfgang or whatever.
I forget
Yeah.
his name. No, the black kid's the worst. You're talking about on It? Worst actor of all time in a major movie.
What's his name? Finn
Wolf Hard.
Not that
Wolf
guy.
Hard. I was close.
I was talking
He's a
about
big deal on It.
He's a big
He's
deal.
blowing up.
Yeah.
But 11's
He's
like
actually
the
actor.
shit. So they say on set, she's a bit of a diva.
Since she's coming to
Is
her
she
own.
the star?
Big
Yeah.
time. You never seen Stranger Things?
I don't know. I can't.
That's all. I gave up
You
after
never seen
season
Stranger
2.
Things 1, 2, or 3?
Hell no.
I stopped in 2.
You guys gotta
Why?
start living. You stop
Start living? I'm not living because I ain't
Two is
watching no
great.
Dog, Stranger Things?
Oh, trash.
Your girl
It's
doesn't
real
like
white
it?
people. I think it's white people shit.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
No. You'd like it.
You love the music, Chappelle.
Do you like
the
The
music?
like,
music's great.
space-
Soundtrack's fantastic.
What's it like? Sciency, like time
It's retro. It's like ET. Do you like
I don't
ET
fuck with
and shit?
aliens.
Yeah, she
Then that might not be
Let me
for
ask you
you.
this. Do you like dope shit?
Yeah.
Then you would love Stranger Things 1.
Do you like Back to the Future and like retro shit?
Nah, I didn't get it.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
like I just don't think it's
I would
for
go-
Chappelle.
I bet you dig it.
Because it's like 80s.
I don't like alien shit
All right,
either.
for you, tonight I'll watch a fucking
It's
episode.
more.
And then I'll
It's
report
more
back.
80s than it is aliens. It's not even
Yeah, yeah.
aliens. It's like
feel is
MK
80s.
Ultra.
The feel's so dope. It's,
it's
so
so
well
80s.
done.
Yeah, it's nostalgia.
Hopper, the original Thick Boy, Hopper's on
Yeah,
there.
Hopper.
He's a state trooper, right?
Yeah, it's great.
it's like a sheriff or some shit.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Sometimes you forget she's 16 when
How long
she's
am I gonna fucking-
fucking around with Drake. You know.
The Drake thing is weird.
So wait, what happened
Right?
with Drake?
Drake's in her DMs.
No,
Drake sliding her
Millie
DMs.
Bobby Brown talked about how she and Drake text often, and he gives her advice about boys. And she was like maybe 15, 14.
Doesn't Drake have
What
his?
was that
But
documentary
that's
you were talking
fine.
about earlier?
Right?
Duck and Pants,
No,
yeah.
that's fine, right? Like, 'cause
jerking off to
Drake's
dad.
so famous, he's probably like, this is how you should deal with it.
But doesn't he have a history of this?
Drake's fucking Rihanna and all these gorgeous
Is it?
women. I don't think he's
Rihanna,
coming.
she fucking ASAP Rocky now. So
Yeah.
we don't know
Good
her.
for her.
as-
See what they said.
They got a cool little
Damn,
relationship.
how many did I grab?
It's fine.
Do you want some, Josh?
I'm good on that shit.
You don't have a sweet tooth?
No, not at all. I'm more.
This
for
is so crazy.
I'll pour more booze before.
Oh, they're just nice.
If you want more, let me know.
I'm down.
Yeah, they're
If you're-
saying
if you're-
that
We get
they
him
have like
more
a
ice
friendly.
cap?
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
her parents know who Drake is and shit.
Yeah, it's like a weird situation.
I don't think it's that weird.
You don't think it's weird?
No,
Okay.
because he's so famous, and as far as I know, the DMs are pretty harmless. Him being like, "Hey, navigate this way," like he's thinking. Who's more famous than Drake?
Plus, he was famous when he was her age.
Yeah, that's right.
So maybe that has something to do
Not
with
to
it.
her level at his age, but
shit.
Yeah, he was on like the grass.
So to me, I feel like he's just navigating. Like, hey, do this, don't
Got
do
it.
that. Be careful of this.
It says something about I love you so much, though, something like that.
Yeah, that's weird. You know, that's weird.
There's some things you could probably take out of it and go like, this is weird. It's text messages, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm finding this with Twitter as my audience grows. People will like if you just reply to somebody, people are like, you don't need to get defensive. And you're like, I'm just replying to you, dog. Like I'm not getting defensive.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
text.
literally
text
writing back
and-
to you.
Yeah, I get in trouble with text too because
Yeah.
my text will be so harsh, but it's like it's text.
I'm just talking.
There's no
yeah.
context. That's
Thank
just
you
the
so
way I talk.
much. I'm just talking, and you're just like, you know, people like they take wild, what's the word, like assumptions. Yeah,
Damn, dog.
that's fine. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
That's what I used to say too.
Are you sober?
Yeah.
No shit. Okay. I didn't know that.
There's a lot of ice.
Chappelle and I hung out one time at UCB.
Oh yeah, that show was trash.
I showed up to that trash show wasted. By
Oh,
the
you
way,
did?
did you notice? I was fucking like, "What's up, Chappelle?"
You
Yeah,
were.
I was wasted when I
Yeah.
showed up to that show. So
That
I just
show
knew it
was
was going to be
weird
garbage.
as
I hate
fuck.
UCB. I'm glad it closed. I fucking
No
showed up
one
to that show.
ever laughed at that
Bruh,
place.
no, there was no fucking.
There was nobody there.
It was just the people
but,
that
like,
showed up.
Like even the people that showed up, it was just like.
Yeah,
They worked there or some shit. I was
Yeah,
just
and
like, what are we
man,
doing? I knew it was
did
going to be
I do
garbage.
something wrong?
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
yes.
Everyone bombed.
I went up there
it was
wasted.
so bad.
I mean, I don't think anyone. I think there
No
were
one
laughs
bombed,
had.
but
Yeah,
like-
yeah, but like
It wasn't fun.
No.
I went up there not giving a fuck. I was like I went out with a girl beforehand. I was like blackout.
Okay,
on
Yeah, I
my-
said-
Okay, Josh.
and that's
I was
what I was going to ask you, but I didn't want to say it out loud.
That's okay.
He's single.
Yeah, I'm single. I don't
What
care.
happened to her?
Oh, she's fuck, I can't say this.
Oh, never mind.
So somebody sent in a video of the Spider-Man that you hired. He is on TikTok now.
You hired a guy?
You hired a Spider-Man?
For my son's birthday, and it was a nightmare.
Oh, that's
And by random guy, I mean Jack Black is on TikTok in a Spider-Man suit.
That's exactly what I got.
you got a fat Spider-Man dog?
But he didn't have the onesie. It was 2 pieces, so his gut was sticking out.
Oh shit!
And he kept sweating, lifting the mask.
Where did you hire him from? Hollywood Boulevard or what?
Basically,
Like,
yeah, my girl hired him for $100.
Oh,
He
man.
kept
You
lifting
can't
the
skip
mask,
on
and
the
you could tell
Spider-Man.
he's on chick because he kept doing this with his teeth. It was a
Oh
nightmare.
my god, that's terrible.
Shut the fuck up.
And this
Black is
was
so
sent in from Bilal Raja on Twitter.
That's hilarious.
Man, I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
It's fun. I got a bid out of it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fun.
$100. I mean, who cares, right?
Yeah.
I mean, my
Get what you pay for.
Your
my
kid
kid
cares, yeah.
hates Spider-Man now, but yeah, that's fine.
That would be traumatizing.
Yeah,
I
he was
would
like,
imagine.
what the fuck?
Spider-Man
What else you
got
got,
lost it, man.
So
What's
a
up?
member of European Parliament, a Hungarian politician,
yes, I
was
have this story as
caught in a 25-man sex orgy, and he is super anti-LGBT.
Damn, them boys getting after.
Hungry is
25?
all around.
25, man?
25, and
They
they
gotta
caught him
suppress
as he was
themselves.
like trying
Yeah.
to like jump out the window.
Yeah, because police raided.
And then the gay boys grabbed him and shit.
I don't know if the gay boys grabbed him, but the police definitely did. There were other members, like other politicians there as well, but he was the main one that was named.
And he's known as an anti-gay.
Yeah, he's super
Literally all
anti-LGBT.
but here's the thing about Hungary. All politicians. I mean, it
They
is
have to be.
illegal to be gay there.
Yeah.
Essentially.
You get killed if you're gay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's against the law, so therefore it's also people get murdered all
That's
the
why
time.
he was trying to run away.
So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Did
But
you-
so I mean, I don't know if he's anti-gay because he's a politician, but like it's like again to bring it back to Sopranos. Vito from the Sopranos. Remember how the gay dude in the mob?
Which season?
The plot line end of the last season. He was there was a gay dude in the mob, and they
Hold on. The short white guy?
yeah Vito.
Vito, the guy with the.
He went to like New Hampshire and fucked a fireman for a while, and then came back,
fireman.
and then he got murdered.
He died.
Yeah, he got murdered because
That
he
was
was gay.
season like 3 or
alert.
some season.
No, it's
4.
season
Spoiler.
6.
Yeah,
End of the
do a
season.
spoiler.
He's
Season
in-
1.
Yeah.
That dude, yeah. Wait, hold on. Time out. He was gay.
Yeah, you don't remember that? That was a whole plot line. Johnny
That was
Cakes.
his storyline, dude.
Yeah, that was his whole storyline.
Well, I didn't pay attention to him, but he was a good guy.
He's a great actor, this guy.
So that guy,
Wait, yeah, so what they do with this guy?
that guy
So
had to
he was
resign, or did
gay.
get
He was
murdered?
gay, and they
there
found
was
out he
no
was
update. They like just busted him. Like maybe
25.
a
He's
day.
probably gonna have to move. Yeah.
He just resigned. Yeah, that
He's
was
gonna
it.
He's
be
gonna
in
have to
trouble.
leave.
He's gonna be in
They
a
might
lot
kill
of
him,
trouble in Hungary.
Yeah, it might kill
They
him.
might kill
They're
him.
not gonna kill him.
Oh, Bubba.
Hopefully they don't.
Yeah.
Hopefully not, but
I don't know how
that's
they
why I brought up
Russia,
the
Kazakhstan, like, they
mafia
don't.
shit.
You got to.
It's hungry, dude. It's hungry. They do not fuck around. They do
They don't
not
fuck around.
You listen
You do
to some
not
of
wanna be gay out
Their
there.
parliament meetings about gay people
It's-
sound like you're listening to shit from like the 1600s.
Yeah, it's such a bummer.
They talk about them like they're animals.
Yeah, it's
fucking
crazy.
wild.
So I want to know, like, how did this gang bang come about?
What do you mean? Because they have to suppress themselves. So
They have
if you're
these
gay,
orgies.
they all get together. And,
I think they probably have a
Underground
group
orgies,
text.
dog.
Yeah, that's probably
Especially in
Group
Europe.
text, like, yo, we doing nuts
Like
and
just
butts.
send
What's up?
location.
You're
Nuts
part
and
of a
butts.
society. You're a
Nuts and
known.
butts
That's
at
the
4
name of the group
p.m.
chat.
Especially if you're wealthy. If you're a wealthy gay person back in that era, and you have to suppress it, you have like prohibition-esque sort of parties about butt fuck.
It's all underground.
Yeah. It's all
Underground gay world.
It's like raves and shit. Yeah.
And then they get done and they're like, damn, dude.
And it makes it hotter, probably.
They're like, all right, dog, I'll
because
see
you know
later,
it's
man.
like
Yeah.
it's
It's
like
all
frowned
up to the
upon.
family.
Yeah, you know how wrong it is to the outside world, so it's like probably hotter.
Bruh,
Yeah,
that's the
you're
best sex.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, no,
that
I
naughty
don't know.
stuff.
That's
No,
why
I'm
he's
talking
all
about,
about
like-
it. He's like a
talking about-
politician. He's
No,
like
I'm talking about
yin and yang to the
women,
max.
women.
So it's an adrenaline rush for him.
Yes.
Oh, dude, them
Probably
them
add it
hairy
up.
Hungarians just getting after it under the radar.
Yeah, what you think he was doing, top or bottom?
Oh, he's. I
Why
don't
we-
know
why
who's
do we
about
care?
in Hungary.
Can't they mix it up?
You should
I
see
mean,
their photo.
do you have
His
to be one or
photo.
the
Maybe
other?
then it'll help.
Let me see him.
There's a photo on the article.
That
Do,
boy
you,
is.
do gay guys choose one or the other? or
Oh
they,
yeah. Oh, there's.
Okay,
There's
so
men
top or
bottom,
bottom?
They're more like passive
Chappelle.
twinks. That boy's a top.
him.
You think he's a top?
That
eh?
boy. You don't have a.
But you don't know. You don't have any comparisons to other hungry gay people.
Yeah, you're right.
Like he could be a fucking fop for the.
Yeah, you
hungry
might.
people,
You're right.
you know?
He could be a little like Cub. You
Yeah,
know, in
yeah.
that world.
Yeah.
What else you got?
All right, you guys are talking about the NFL. Are you aware of a guy named Young Ho Koo?
Hell yeah.
The kicker.
Yeah, the kicker.
the
His story is
Falcons?
crazy now. Remember they
Formerly of the
let him go
Chargers?
for a little bit because he messed up on I guess a few first.
The
kicks?
Chargers did, right?
He was
yeah,
on the
yeah.
Chargers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We brought him up on the Chargers. He got cut from there
Then he went to like another league.
because he's Korean.
Where did he go for another league?
I think they show it here.
Canadian Football League, maybe.
I'm sure CFL.
Oh, he's Korean?
AAF.
Oh, he
What is
went to
AF?
the the short-lived spring league that occurred. That was back in 2019. Remember, it was like just started. It was like
that's
American.
right.
Yeah, it was like
That's
3
right.
weeks long.
Yeah,
or
it
some
was
shit.
short-lived.
Terribly
Cut by the Chargers and Patriots 2017, 2019. Played in the AAF, and then
Came
currently
back.
the NFL's leading scorer now.
Crazy, huh?
Really?
Yeah,
cool.
leading
Good for him.
scorer.
I mean, he's
120
Korean?
Korean guy.
It has to
My
do
boy.
with the fact that he's on the terrible Falcons, but
Yeah, their team sucks.
and they can't
cock,
fucking
but-
score in the red zone.
And they
But
have Julio Jones, so it's crazy. But
They have
Matty
everybody
Ice
that they
is
had
awful.
basically at the
Hopefully
Super
he-
Bowl.
Hopefully he get out the league soon.
That's cool.
They're going to
Hopefully
trade
he
him to
gets
San
paid.
Francisco, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, he's like a Koreans are gonna support him like crazy. And this is where he got famous too. That was a viral kick he did back
Yeah,
in the
this is
day.
where we found him.
Boom.
He's the man, dude. I mean, when he was on the Chargers, he got drafted by the Chargers. In the preseason, he was kicking long ass kicks, and then he went in the season and choked. And it was like kickers are it's all mental shit, dude. Like
Yeah.
they're all fucking wild and weird, and they're like goalies in hockey.
That's cool, man. What else you
Good for
got?
him. I'm glad he's back on top.
Yeah,
you
me
know?
too.
How did you guys like kickers back in your day when you were playing?
One of my best
Were they
friends
like-
is Ryan Lindell, kicker of the Bills. Was he on the team when you were there? Because he was there forever. He was there for like 10 years. He's one of my
think
good
so.
buddies.
That's your boy?
Yeah. Him and his wife are so chill. Like they used to like love my radio show or whatever, and they would.
When I was playing football, you don't really look at them like
Actual
friends on the
players?
Yeah.
squad,
Co-workers,
because they
yeah.
really they don't go through the same shit we go through.
What year were you there? I'm sorry to ask.
I graduated 06, so that 06, 07.
Nice. I was like probably in the locker room then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. I was going around.
You're in the locker room more than me.
No, I mean I was just doing media shit, but
Yeah.
I was there.
Oh, yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, Ryan Lindell was definitely on the team then.
Cool. So this is a couple combat sports ones. This one was very surprising. Tyson Jones pay-per-view numbers came in at 1.2 million buys.
That's not that surprising.
I thought it was
At
pretty
the price point, I thought it'd be higher than that.
Wow.
Really? You didn't think
Yeah.
you'd break 1 million?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nah, to me, I thought it'd be higher.
Do you think so, Malik?
At
I
that
thought it
price
was gonna be
point,
higher.
I thought that price point, it's
59, right? 49?
$49.99. That's a good price point compared to the $74.99 we're used to paying.
Mm.
Well, I think the one Saturday is what $49.99. It's not $74.
You're talking about
Garcia
Spence?
Spence, and that should be worth like $75. It's gonna be a great fight.
I don't think it's gonna be that good of a fight. You one guy's a 4-1 favorite, Mal.
Yeah, but this guy haven't fought in a year.
It don't matter. It's boxing.
Danny Garcia is very
He's tough.
Yeah, but and then they're going to
such a favorite.
Who? Earl Spence?
4-1 favorite, and he's even 5-1, 6-1 in some odds.
This guy got into a car accident.
Yeah, I know. You want to bet on it?
No, I know Spence is going to win.
Bet on it.
I bet it's going to be a great fight.
Define great fight.
Yeah.
Would you bet on
It'd be close to 8-4 round. 8 so we
8-4. Oh, sign me up for that. 8-4.
But it's going to be close rounds.
What do you think is going to happen?
Spence dominate.
Annihilate
He might
him?
win 10.
Do you think a knockout
10-2?
situation?
10-2 or finish?
I don't know anything you guys are talking about, but do you think a knockout situation?
Later in the rounds, maybe. Yeah.
Are you,
I know
Spence
football.
could get it
but-
done. Spence is a monster.
He hasn't been. Listen, he hasn't fought in a year. You know, timing is everything.
I don't care.
Okay.
It's not that good of a fight. I guarantee it won't break a million pay-per-views. You want to bet on that?
Well,
I
no,
bet you
because-
doesn't do 500.
No, because you're bringing outside noise in, but you.
Well, you said this weekend's is $49.99.
I said it should be $74. That's how great.
Oh no,
the fight is.
No,
gonna
they
be.
need money. They need people to watch it.
Well, Earl Spence has a name. Continue.
Okay, we'll move on.
I wish I could weigh in. I don't know. What you're talking about.
One last one then. John Mulaney, he said he got investigated by the Secret Service.
I
After he
got
made a joke about Trump on
investigated by the
SNL.
Secret Service.
This is really good. It's a great impression.
I read this story this
Yeah.
morning. Yeah, it's he made a Trump, basically like a Caesar joke about Trump or
Stabbed
whatever
to
on
death.
SNL, and they, though it is an elliptical type premise,
Weird.
they did investigate him
Weird.
about it.
I get, it's
And
not
what's
like a
weird is I
formality.
wanted to make a literal assassination joke about Trump, and I toyed with the idea, and I did do it on occasion, and then I saw Shane Gillis had an assassination joke about Trump, and his is better, so I let him.
Shout out
him
to
go with
Shane
that.
because he's great.
Yeah,
People.
great comedian.
but nothing happened to him.
The CIA,
Nothing happened.
CIA
Yeah.
was following him.
A Secret Service.
They opened a file on him, which who knows what that even means? Like,
Yeah.
Do you
But
even
also,
give a shit?
do
Like,
better with your resources. Like our taxpayers are paying for that. We're all paying for it. It's
but
like,
what does that even
spend
mean?
your time.
Yeah.
They're like, let's just keep an eye on this.
Yeah, I
Mulaney
wonder
guy.
exactly what it meant.
I think he fluffed it up to mean more than it was. Or whatever. He had an interrogation session that he was bitching about, but that's all he really got from it. You know.
It's so weird, man.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, if you're on broadcast television and you talk about like, what's weird about murdering the president? You know what I mean? Like,
That's so strange.
All right.
Well, man, this crew is headed to Boise this Saturday. There are
man.
Yeah.
there are
It's a great
15
city, dude.
tickets left.
You guys are
in
gonna have
Boise.
fun.
One theater,
wait.
one night only. That is Saturday,
theater?
December 5th.
Hell yeah,
Then
dude.
West Palm Beach, Palm Beach Improv, December 31st through January 2nd, bringing the New Year's and this fucking shitty 2020 with me and the crew at West Palm Beach, Florida, December 31st through January 2nd. tfatk.com for tickets, thickboy.com for all your thick boy and thick girl gear. We just dropped some new shit, so go get it. Josh Potter is his name.
that's right. Josh Potter show every Tuesday on the YMH YouTube channel.
a
And
good show,
also,
man.
thank you so much, dude.
Yeah.
I appreciate you paying attention to it.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to be in the West Palm Improv, the one you're talking
March.
about. March 21st,
March.
baby.
Mark those
we
tickets.
got-
Get
Get
those
them
fucking
tickets. Just keep an
tickets.
eye out. They might not be on sale yet, but
They're
keep an
coming.
eye out.
Yeah.
And other than that, my friend, thank you so much for having me.
Of course,
all
man.
of y'all.
Thanks
for
Thank you.
joining us,
I
brother.
love all y'all.
Yeah.
You know, I love you. I told you that night that I was,
Yeah, you was drunk.
I was like, Chappelle's here. This is the shit. I couldn't wait to see you. I said all that shit to him, like right there.
Go Bills. Appreciate
Bills.
you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
We're out.